Yeah. Bill and I, we're running this show. Digital land, let the blockchain flow. Pod to the cast, we ride the air. NFT dreams like we just don't care. Metaverse wild, like a zombie horde. Earth to terrain, we're never bored. VV collectible stacking high. Bill and I, we touch the sky. Digital world, we rule this space. NFT riches, we're on the chase. Metaverse dreams, a brand new guide. Zombie and Bill side by side. Yeah. Bill lays down wisdom like it's gold. I'm the zombie breaking every mold. Virtual lands where our roots grow deep. Podcasts alive, we never sleep. Podcast kings in the cyber realm. Forward thinking, we at the helm. Digital land, new frontiers we take. Binary zone that we co-create. Digital world, we rule this space. NFT riches, we're on the chase. Metaverse dreams, a brand new guide. Zombie and Bill side by side. Digital world, we rule this space.
Yo, what's good?
What's good? I'll show you what's good.
Oh, I'm jelly. Look at that. That's official.
Official fire department of New York City.
That's freaking dope.
I know.
So
I could die happy now.
So we saw the pictures on X. So you got that from the station?
So yes, I did. Hey, Fro, we see you there. Fro, I sent you the link for the show. So, okay, we see you in the background. So I got it. We went to the fire station, and they were open. And I was just figuring we were going to take a picture of like a NFT in front of it or something. But This time the doors were open, and I walk up and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can see inside the Ghostbusters like firehouse. It had the Ghostbusters sign on the front, but then it also had New York City Fire Department.
So it's official.
So I'm like, what's going on here? And they're like, oh yeah, we're the fire department. This is our station. And I'm like, what? Like, that's not what I saw in the movies. Like, no, I just saw the spawn of hell just literally come by here and blow the doors off or something, you know?
Yeah, an abandoned firehouse, right?
Yeah. Like, what's going on here? And so this dude was like, you want some merch? And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I want merch. Are you kidding me? What? He's like, I got hats, I got hoodies, I got shirts. So I got the hoodie. He was wearing the same hoodie, so I'm like officially official fire department in New York City. And and then I got the hat.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so I was nerding out for quite some time. And
nice.
I had to take the pictures, but then also they had the Ghostbusters 2 sign in the front. Let's see if I'll pull up a couple pics because I nerded out a little bit on X, but I was like, how many people are really going to look at all my posts? Okay. So that was inside. There was a fire truck in there when I was talking to the dude. And there was a chain there.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And then look at all these So there's people from all around the world that give them these patches.
Wow.
Yeah. I thought that was really cool. And then the actual Ghostbusters 2 sign.
Yeah.
Movie. So
that's
it was like
freaking amazing.
Yeah, and if you look closely, there's a worker right there.
What? Oh shit.
Just working the fire department.
So and tourists just stop by. That's crazy.
Just nonstop stop by. So
yeah.
It was really cool. Yeah, so I was really excited about that.
Very cool. Yeah. Can't wait to hear all the stories.
So the Ecto 1 was about to show up any second, and we were leaving. And I'm like, we got to stay for the Ecto 1 because he was late, like the actual Ecto 1. And then the guy gives tours like you can ride around in it around New York City. I'm like, that's amazing. Yeah. So I missed it.
That's freaking cool.
Yeah. So New York City was a good time.
Nice.
It's Well, you want to bring up Fro?
Yeah. We
Fro.
won't wait.
See,
All right.
we
Drum
see the
roll.
Fro.
Whoa!
What's up?
What's
What's
good, man?
up?
I had to throw on the wig for you guys. You guys asked for it last week.
The Fro is real. I know it.
Yeah, you just tell people it's a wig, right?
Like, no, it's real. Look
At those luscious locks.
Let your soul glow.
So incredible.
How's it going, brother?
Good. How you guys doing?
Dude.
Good. Bill's
Loving
just
your
recovering.
Yeah.
I was
sorry,
watching the one you reposted recently, or it was in a recent video with you running around in the woods again. That one was epic.
Dude. So my brother Non, he writes the scripts, he does the scenes, he scouts the location,
Spectrum,
and he directs, produces, and edits everything. I just show with the wig, dude, and I'm good. I'm like, let's go.
That's amazing. I actually just followed him. I didn't realize who he was before, so I just was like, oh, click.
Yeah, dude, he's a brain behind everything. I'm just the dude in a wig, man.
You're the face.
I'm the dude that falls off the tree branches. I fall down cliffs.
That's so funny.
Falls, tumble over cars. I mean, that's me.
Well, I noticed a picture that you sent, or that he had on his X profile on the top with him wearing a Electra shirt on the front. I think it was at Comic-Con or something with you next to him.
Yeah. We gave one to David Yu, and dude was like, "Oh snaps, this is it."
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mona Electra, right? So
yes, it was the Mona Electra. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. And just seeing David's face when we handed it to him, he was like, "Dude, this is awesome." He's like, "This is one of my favorite shirts." It's like,
oh, yeah.
Love it.
I am. I'm printing up a dozen, and I'm taking them with me to Decon, to the BB
nice,
party.
Las Vegas.
Yeah,
for a Mona Electra.
I'm just gonna give them away, man. Whoever wants one,
I need one.
Grab one.
Cool.
Yeah.
You
Are you
sign
going, Bill?
me for that. Yeah.
Dude, what size? What size are you?
I have to have one. Well, shirts fit me weird. So some shirts I wear a large, and some I wear an XL. Because sometimes if I put my arms up, the shirt, they'll shrink or something.
Got it. So you want an XL just in case it shrinks?
Maybe. I think that might it's possible. Yeah.
Got you.
Sometimes I wear LT shirts because I don't have to worry about them. Because, sometimes they make just crap shirts these days, and they just shrink in the freaking wash machine. It drives me insane.
Yep.
Right. No, I talked to one of the guys who actually owns his own kind of t-shirt business.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, "Hey, dude, I just need a couple of these. Can you print them out for me?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, definitely. I'll get them for you. What sizes?"
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to need a dozen. So I was thinking like 6 extra larges and 6 larges.
Okay.
So, yeah. Zombie,
awesome.
You want one, dude?
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Large? He has to have one.
Large?
Sure. Yeah, large if you got it.
Yeah, no, dude. I got one with your name on it.
Awesome.
Don't even worry about it. I got you.
You are the man. Appreciate you. So, New York City. You didn't come this year, but you're going to Decon.
Yes, I'll definitely be at Decon. I've already got my room reserved, and I purchased a couple of tickets to a few shows just to kill time and in between the parties and Decon. So just stay busy. And but other than that, I'll just hang out with the BB fam and see who's doing what, and just maybe grab lunch, dinner, breakfast. Who knows, man?
Yeah. There's gonna be stuff going on all the time, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to talk my brother-in-law to come to Vegas. Wink, wink. He's not too far from there. November.
Nice.
I haven't bought any tickets yet or anything, but I think I have to go because of those coins.
Well, yeah. And now a shirt.
And the shirt, yeah. I can mail it to you if you like to. I mailed them out before to guys. We didn't make a. I started giving out San Diego Comic Con,
Yeah.
and a couple of guys that said, "Hey, dude, can I get one? I'm not going to be able to be at the con." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, DM me your address," and I shipped it out to them.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
That's awesome. Sharing the love.
sharing the
Amazing.
love.
Yeah, no, I will be there whether by boat, train, walking. I will make it there. And Zombie, I'm forcing
I
him.
know. Drag me. Not that I don't want to go. It's just like, crypto's so cheap right now, and I'm in the same boat as Randy. Like, do I go here? Do I put that money in crypto? It's like it's tough. It's tough. But that coin, the Ecomi coin coming out, like shit, that might put me over the top. Have to go there, pick that thing up. It's pretty dope. Did you get to see those?
Yes, I did. And I also took a picture, I think, to show, because I wasn't sure if people were going to keep that in reserve. There's also another coin that's up and coming.
Oh, yeah?
That not a lot of people got to see.
We're getting some alpha. Here we go.
Yeah.
That we don't know when it's coming, but it's actually in the shape of a heart.
Ooh, okay.
Whoa.
I think it's just a ½ ounce.
So gold, silver, Ecomi, and then a mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a logo. I was talking to the Agora guy there that made them. And he says he doesn't know anything about when they're doing those ones. He says that's just something they wanted to put out there for future stuff. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of freaking physical stuff with Agoro coming. He also showed me they're doing comic pages now, which is insane. He pulled it out of his bag, and it was the Silver Surfer comic cover, and it's big. It's like 12 by 9, and it's silver. Like it's a 1 ounce silver. And then you flip it over on the back, and it's a comic page from the comic book. Just one page on the back.
On the silver.
It was amazing. And they're reasonably priced. I think they only go for like $160 or $150 or something like that. I don't know what they're, according to him, they go for, I think you can get them on eBay, like different ones for around that price or something.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I think we're going to see a lot more things coming from Agoro with Vivi.
Is it Vivi related, or is it just something that they do now for comic pages?
Yes. So Agoro also has contracts with Marvel.
Oh, okay.
And also with Disney. So of course that relationship was added in. It's we're kind of seeing like a lot of the relationships that Marvel and Disney have. Vivi also is getting as well for some reason.
Right.
I don't know why, but yeah. Just like the future things that we may think might come down the pipeline, but it seems like everything that they do, they're part of, right? So, Vivi obviously has a gigantic comic audience. So why would they not do the silver 1 ounce or 2 ounce comic book covers? I mean, I would put them on my back wall more before I would put a comic on there. I mean, just because it's precious metal, but it's not just silver, it's colored.
Right.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's a colored comic cover, and on the back is the silver. If that makes sense.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
Is that kind of like the what is it? The Star Wars 1 ounce or 2 ounce coins that you were getting?
But just picture it spread bigger.
Okay, just like flatter or whatever.
Stretch. Yeah, it's really thin. Yes. So I didn't go for the Star Wars or the Spider-Man. When I got there, it was really intimidating. There was like thousands and thousands upon people there, and I was like, I was only there for a couple hours, and it was kind of tough because I've never met anybody before. So I thought I would recognize a lot more people, but I was having issues correlating their face with their name.
Right.
Like, because a lot of people don't even use their actual name. And so then you also have to know that if you know them personally as well. So then you have 2 names and then a person, That's why I always just call Zombie, because it's too hard. But I don't want to also slip up while on the show, so it's just easier to call him Zombie. Just like if I see Fro, I'm going to call him Fro.
Right.
That's actually my name. So yeah, dude.
Yeah. But so like even going to the VV party, I felt like I didn't know anybody. Because I didn't remember their profile. A lot of them don't even use profile pictures. I don't. I just use a comic cover, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And so honestly, not hardly anyone. I don't think anyone really recognized me either. It was like
there's no Bill sightings.
There was only a couple people. There was actually only one person that walked up that recognized me, and that was David Yu.
The only one that counts.
Yeah. Yes. Well, Dan knew me too, but I was like, Randy was talking with him, and then I walked up and he goes, "Hey, Bill," and I'm like, "What?" And then David did that too, and I'm like, "How do you guys know me?" Like, I didn't think they actually knew me.
Right.
So that was really cool then. I don't know. It kind of surprises you because I'm basically nobody, and for to meet them, and to remember people's names, I thought that was pretty cool then.
And you also saw Tammy too, and we see Tammy all the time, so I'm sure that was easy.
So Tammy obviously knew me, and I gave her a hug when I saw her. I got to see Doc at the party.
Nice.
That was cool. We had a really good combo there, and Sanjay, obviously, I talked to, and then Randy. But I honestly wasn't at the party for that long either. I don't know. My wife, we brought another couple with us, so it was kind of like I was safeguarding not being able to, in case I didn't know anybody hardly that was at the party, I still had people to talk to. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, genius.
Yeah. So they weren't able to go to the party, but they were on reserve at another bar somewhere, and we just ended up hanging out with them after.
Oh, okay. No, good times. Good times.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was cool.
So how was the party? What was it like? Kind of give us a little taste of what you experienced.
Well, I purposely showed up like an hour late. You can't be that guy that shows up on time.
Right.
And honestly, I saw some pictures of people that were there that I didn't even know were there. Like Danny DeBull. I didn't see him there. I don't know if he just showed up at first and then left later. You know what I mean? Before I got there. And there was a couple other people that I would have said hi to if I knew they were there. I did see Pags. I didn't say anything because we don't really even talk. So it was just like, I'm not going to be that guy and say hi and blah, blah, blah.
I did see Pags there. That's interesting. He usually does show up, and from what I hear, he's positive. He's still in the community. He's definitely not, an active member, but he's still involved. It's hard to quit VV.
As
we all know.
And obviously, he must have a VV logo, I would think, or had something that got him to the party. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Let's see. So, does VV have any Europe events?
Yeah. They weren't not really Europe, Hong Kong, right? But Hong Kong's kind of near Europe, isn't it? Similar.
Might be a little trek over there.
Oh, is it? No, it's on the far. No, it's more on the Pacific side. So no.
Well, with the flat Earth model, I mean, it is kind of right over there.
Too soon.
Little teaser.
Well, it just probably wouldn't be that far for them to travel. So you got to figure. I bet Hong Kong's probably not that far from Europe compared to like coming to the U.S. I don't know. Is it?
No, it should be, a few hours flight, maybe 6 hours, maybe 8, depending on where in Europe.
It'd be like us flying to Hawaii or something, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a lot further because that's 2,000 miles. You could fit like a majority of Europe into Texas. So, I mean, it's, it's probably not as far as we think. I don't know the exact numbers though, but.
Gotcha.
Okay, Wes.
So Wes knows. I heard there was VV fam at the party too. or like from Germany and stuff. Like, did you see anybody from there, Bill?
Yeah, I did. I saw like 4 or 5 people, and they were clearly German when you saw them. You're like,
oh
that's
no,
the German group.
oh,
You know, like tall. They were super tall, blonde hair, blue eyes. You know, and there was, I forget the guy's name, but he came up to me and we were talking for a little bit. He had 100 VV 100 rating. I'll have to get back to you on the name. I forget, but he was the only one of them that I knew.
VB Meister or
no, it wasn't him. No, I would have
Okay.
recognized him. Yeah, no, it was somebody else. And I didn't take a picture with him, so I don't even know. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. It sounds like a fun time though. Did you go after parties?
So I went to, other than the VV party itself, I met up at an after party the next night on Saturday night. I showed up 3 hours late because we were at some bars and stuff, and I'm like, well, we don't want to show up too early. And then I'm like, well, let's just hit them up and see what they're doing. And then Sanjay sent me a message and said, hey, we're at this location. And I'm like, oh, okay, maybe we'll stop by. And then I did bring my friends with me. But by the time we got there, everybody was leaving, which was, it was a little, whatever. But yeah. Basically, I was showing up late every time everybody was leaving. So,
fashionably late.
Yeah, I was too fashionably late. Yeah.
Sounds cool, man.
I did get to meet this guy though.
Oh yeah, he's cool, man. Carl.
We talked for a while actually, and we're gonna have him on the show.
Oh, good, man. Oh, get him.
Yeah.
Let me know when, man.
Pretty good at the party.
I'll definitely tune in.
Yeah, I didn't talk to any of his buddies or the actor guy. I just talked to him because he was next to me and somebody else was talking to him, and then I was like, hey, and then we started talking about how Vivi. I really brought home how Vivi made me into artwork and comics, and I wasn't into any of that stuff before Vivi.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was good having him on, and I did so you get free cards, as you guys know, when you go to these events, right? I'd never done that before. And then I was posting a few things, and Clarissa was like, congratulations. One of those, I'm super jealous, but congrats things. And I'm like, all right, here's your VV code for all that you do.
What?
So nice, dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I gave Clarissa an Emily the Strange.
Card. That's
and
dope.
She didn't even expect it. I think at first she was like, no way. Right. And so then she started doing all these outfits with the Strange character and everything. So it was like I created it.
Nice.
By gifting her the code, it caused her to do a whole new outfit setup.
Cool.
Yeah, look at you, man. That's a gift that keeps on giving. Right?
Yeah.
And I had to make sure Zombie,
Oh yeah.
Share Zombie. Come on.
Let's see. Whenever I put it up to the camera, it never takes. Let's see.
Yeah. I mean, you got to bless people a little bit, right?
Yeah. Thank you again. Let's see. And I got mint number 68. If you guys could see.
Oh, no way, dude.
Yeah. Yep. Sub 100.
Yeah.
Definitely happy about that.
Those are going for like $100 right now or something.
Are they? Well, shit, I'll never sell mine. So good luck to them.
Yeah. When they first dropped, they were all like $250.
Yeah.
So when I said Zombie the code, it was like $250. I was like, here you go.
You're like, should I?
Like, yes.
Just send them a T-shirt, maybe. No, much appreciated.
Yeah. So we will be, so because we blessed Claritz with an Emily the Strange, we're going to give away another code on stream today.
Ooh. Is it first? Whoever gets it first gets it?
I don't know. We'll figure it out, I guess. Whatever you guys want to do. Whatever Fro wants to do. Let's let him decide.
Oh, okay.
Maybe trivia. Some BB trivia. The first person gets it right.
We have the worst luck with that. Like, nobody guesses.
I know. Let's do later. We'll do later in the show.
Okay.
Because, people are, sometimes they're just late to the show. But then I was a little disappointed. I couldn't get this one to come through. It was the silver grenade.
Oh.
The code just won't work. And I was like, of course, that's the more expensive one right now.
Wait, did that happen in San Diego? Fro, do you remember that? Because I remember there was
one San Diego.
That it was the silver wasn't entering properly.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
San Diego 2023.
Yep.
So maybe that's why it's valued so much more, because hardly anybody was able to enter it.
Yeah, it was giving everybody the gold one, but not the silver one for some reason.
That's what's happening to me too.
Yeah, I'm sure you can contact support and they'll help you figure it out. But I do remember that problem happening with the silver one.
Yeah, that's what they're doing on Discord, Bill. They're going on Discord and they're just reaching out to the mods. Be like, hey, I got this one, and here's my card. Here's my code. It's not working. But you open the ticket that way.
Nice.
Yeah, I will. Appreciate you. Thank you for telling me that. This one's honestly like my favorite. The pizza one.
It's funny.
So I added it up except for the ones that I gave away. I got about $375 in redemptions.
Nice. Definitely worth showing up.
So the reason why, Wes, is because I have 2 logos and I've never redeemed any before. So I got 2 because of that. Yeah.
Yep.
Because I got 2. I got 2 Ecomi logos too.
I bet you Randy was there all night. What's he have, 4 or 5 now or something?
Wes, don't be all jealous.
Wes Jelly.
Yeah. So when I ran into David, I got to share this with you guys. So first, David was signing at the VV booth. So I just walked over to him and I was like, I just wanted to shake his hand and say hi and tell him who I am. Hey, I'm Bill, And then, so he was doing signatures and 3K trip. Hold on, Wes. So I shook his hand because this message is funny for Wes. So I shook his hand and I'm like, hey, I just wanted to say hi. And he's like, oh, how you doing, Bill? And I'm like, hi, I didn't think you knew me, but okay, great to meet you. And he was doing signatures. So I said, you can go back to doing what you're doing. I just wanted to say hi, And so later I saw him at the party. And then I told him, I'm like, hey, what's up, David? And so we were talking. And David was like, I was like, hey, man, I appreciate you following me on X for about a week. And he goes, oh, he was like, I figured you like that. And I go, we had it just like made my week of just getting everyone all roused up that David Yu was following me. And he goes, it was pretty funny. And he said, he goes, I had to unfollow you because certain people in the community will think if I follow someone for too long that all of a sudden they start looking at different accounts and they're wondering where they got this collectible from and where they got that collectible from. And they'll think that he's doing inside deals with people. So causing problems where it doesn't need to be,
Right. Everybody's looking for what's up or the angle, right?
So then I was like, I just wanted you to know that it was the funniest thing ever, and I ate it up for about a week. And we milked it for all we could on our show.
Heck yeah, we did a show about it.
Yeah, and then I was like, even Wes was calling me out. Why is David following Bill? And he was laughing about that, Wes. Yeah, so it was pretty funny. So what did he say? He said $375 for a 3K trip and $5K for a gold card. No, Wes, no, I didn't spend $3K. I drove there.
Oh,
yeah, and I stayed at a hotel with some friends. So it did cost me probably about $1,500, maybe not even, probably $1,200. And it's because I bought a bunch of things I didn't even need to.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, I got to share something else. Hold on.
Okay.
Ooh.
Drum roll.
So I also met an artist who was at the party.
No idea who that is. Can't see.
Okay.
Open your heart. Oh, the dude.
Jason Naylor.
Yeah.
Is that the guy that did the caricature with David? Where it's like a heart, like love?
No, that's Mark Brooks. That's Mark Brooks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what he did with the different colors.
Gotcha.
In the bottom of it.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. And it's like a vinyl created figure with graffiti all over it. And I'm like, that's sick, right?
Nice. Yeah.
That's cool.
And I don't even own any of the digital yet. I'll probably have to buy the set now. But,
yeah.
So he was there at the booth when I was doing my redemptions, and he was selling. He only had like 4 or 5 left, and he was like selling them, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I want one of those like right now. Mm-hmm. And we got to chat for a few minutes. He was really cool, and I was just telling him how much I love graffiti art, and here we go.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Cool. Right?
Yep.
You went in a suit and tie, Bill?
I did, because I thought it was going to be so last year, Sanjay told me that there is a dress standard, right? And everyone had to be dressed up. And it was going to be at the same place they had it last year. So I assumed Sanjay was throwing the party again. I didn't think it was just Vivi until like the last minute. So I already went and got stuff to wear. So I'm like, I'm going to wear I didn't wear a suit or anything. I just wore a dress, a tie. A nice shirt and a tie.
Looking like the first day of school.
I know, all spiffy. Professor Bill over here.
I know. And then I show up and guys are wearing jeans and whatever.
Yep. That's why they didn't recognize you.
I'm like, what is this? What's up? I guess Mr. One, was it Mr. 181? What's up? He was there, I think. I didn't even know. I still don't know what he looks like, probably.
His gold's not working. Oh, okay. So see, he opened a support ticket today as well on Discord, I'd imagine.
Oh, I did see him there. I don't think we met, though. We'll meet next time. Promise.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to have to point me out. Because then I was like, I felt like a deer in the headlights, honestly, at the party. I didn't recognize anybody.
Well, we definitely need name tags. Like, hello, my name is, Vivi Zombies.
Yeah, I think so too, right? Like at least
so much easier.
Our names that we go by online. Because that's what we're really gonna recognize each other.
And our profile picture too, because that also is a big one, Yeah,
because I guess Omar just jumped in the stream. Omar, I wanted to meet you too, and I don't know that I did. I don't think I did. And he was at the party. I had no idea.
Thanks for reposting.
Yeah. No idea.
I know.
Yeah. Dude, me
when
too.
I was in San Diego, I was the same way at Sanjay's party. I was talking to people like I didn't really grasp who they were. And a lot of them were level 100 like collectors. And we were just shooting the shit. So we didn't get there and talk about that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, I know him. Oh, he's going to the, the dinner with David. Oh, snap. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like that.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was my first time, So
good, man. That's good. I'm glad you had a good time, though.
You know, I mean, how many ones have you guys been to?
Just one.
I don't know. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4.
Like
Damn, Fro's a vet.
I can't remember, man. Like it gets all blurry after the first 2, Bill.
It's those luscious locks. That's what does it.
It's real.
So show off your light. I see you. Didn't you just get that light? That thing's sweet.
So yeah, Jan collects. It took about a little over a month to get here from. I want to say it was Germany, but that thing's handcrafted, man. Like he put that piece together, and he
really
the silver and gold. That's actual metal. Like he had got like a silver looking. I think that just might be aluminum.
Is it plated?
Yeah, and
nice.
It's like it's you could tell the detail in it. It took some time and effort because it's in a shadow box. It's hard to see, but it's actually sticking up about 2.5-3 inches off of the back, and then the LED display around it. That's what the little black cord here is. I just haven't figured out how to. I just got it, so I haven't been able to hide the cord yet.
Looks good.
It's gorgeous, man. Like the woodwork on it, it's like a little bit of dovetailing.
It does look good. As soon as I saw that, I was like, "That's amazing."
And then the logo redemption.
What's up,
the
Magic?
Logo. Oh, what's up, Magic? The logo redemption cards. Those are sick.
Oh yeah, I had to get them framed, man. Like I just.
I didn't even see that. That's awesome. Dang, look at this background. All right, tell me what else you got back there. What do we got?
Electra. That Electra is from the actual.
Look at that one. He turns around. That one he turns around for.
Kid Arcade. He did the game. It's kind of like it's called Loteria. It's like bingo in Spanish. Yeah. This was the actual card that was used for the game. Every time he pulled the card out, it was number 49 and Novia de Fro, and that's like Fro's girl, right? And then I had that little placard put down at the bottom by Kid Arcade. So I had to get it home. Yeah.
Magic is trolling you right now.
Very cool.
Oh my god. Hey, Magic got a Mona Electra shirt.
Does she?
What's that? Get a picture of her in it.
I think there's photos of her, like walking around town or at the con or something. Yeah,
going to the mall with it on.
I hope so.
Yeah. Well, I actually almost thought about buying one of the Mona Lisa from Elmon X because it was at a decent price, and then I'm like, I can't stand looking at the picture though. I'm like, it's so ugly. And I'm like, that was perfect putting Electra on there.
Yeah, dude, it was one of the first things I did because I love art. I got a lot of like original art pieces, and I'm like Mona Lisa, and then I'm like, what else is a grail on VV? Electra, Mona Electra. And we just ran with it and just so good. Dude, and the rest is history, man. She's a grail.
I'm sorry I'm so late to the game, to the Electra gang.
Stack, brother, stack. Keep stacking.
Yeah. Zombie, are you Electra gang yet?
No, I'm not. I have everyone except the secret rare, and I should just jump in and do it.
On stream. On stream.
God.
I think she's like $20 right now, man.
You got Fro on, man. You gotta be Electra gang. And you can't tell him he cannot have that shirt if he's not Electric Gang full set.
Or maybe the shirt will, convince him to get the SR. Like you could be the other way around.
Inspire me. There you go.
Yeah.
Inspired him. That's funny.
Oh, dude. Yes. Magic is great, dude. Magic is like one of the best, dude. Like she does, like for the longest time I've known her for years.
Yeah,
she's like an unsung hero, like that behind the scenes. And just hearing that she actually got to be part of the team officially, that was like, I was just kind of like, finally she gets her day in the sun.
Mhm.
Yeah, she was running that booth like crazy. Like I
Dude.
said hi to her for a second, and then she was just doing her thing.
Always
And
Yeah.
moving. Yep.
yeah,
Yeah,
and then at
very
the
true.
party, she was like running the party pretty much too, checking people in, and then also giving away the redemptions and stuff.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. She's always like on the go, and like she hustles. Same with Max and Janie. Like that
Mhm.
power couple.
Yeah. So
Yeah, exactly.
so let's talk about that whatnot stream they were doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was awesome.
Yeah. I
So
tuned in for that. Yeah. It was a good show.
So remember we were talking about that on the last show was
Mhm.
you were like, where's this going to go? You were saying you were a little disappointed about whatnot only doing a buy now, right?
Yeah.
And then we were like, there's going to be something different in the future though. They got to do lives. And then sure enough, I'm driving on my way to freaking New York City and all of a sudden the whatnot live pops up and they're selling comics.
Yeah.
That
Really
was
cool.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And it was fast too. Like they would they had like 10 seconds. Like one person bids and then 10 seconds goes by. If not another person bids, that sale's going through.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
about right. Yeah,
Yeah.
like whatnot's quick, man. You got to be hitting
Yeah.
that bid button. Like it's, and and that was
Oh.
Max that came up with that.
Yeah. So they wanted to do it in Hong Kong.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
That makes
that's a
sense.
bummer. Yeah, Hong Kong regs, boo.
Yeah. I mean, I liked how Max and Janie did it though. They did a good job. And those comics were selling. There was only a couple I think that didn't sell because I think it was just they had a bunch of the same, you know.
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking to purchase a 9.8, but they didn't have any that show. So I was like, damn,
Yeah.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
should have bought one of the gorilla, the robot gorilla ones.
Yeah.
The Meg
Never mind.
Bubbles.
So they had a deal going at the booth for 25. You could buy the $25 one or the
Oh.
$65 one, and if you bought either one, you got a gold freaking gorilla card. And I
Mm-hmm.
didn't realize it, but that thing, it was like $160. Like last couple days, I don't know what it's at right now, but you could have flipped it and probably made 100 something bucks just by
Right.
getting a comic. And I kind of regret not getting that. But I was
Do you
like,
see the?
yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
I just want to say, you see the quality and the detail on that? It's
Yeah.
so good,
I
man.
gotta
Like
pick one up. I missed the drop. I didn't. I just was tied up doing other things. In fact, I missed probably every drop that they were doing for Comic-Con just because I was running around just seeing stuff.
Did you guys go for the AT-AT?
Go ahead, Fro.
No, I was Anon and we were up at the some campsite doing some stuff and zero reception basically, right? So we couldn't even do what we wanted to do, and couldn't get BB to load, couldn't get any of the collectibles to load, and couldn't even go for the drop, man. I'm just like,
Oh.
Yeah.
dead in the water, man. So no, I didn't, unfortunately.
I forgot about it, and then afterwards I saw like hardly any sold out. So then I was like, do I want to just pick one up in the store? So then I looked in the store and they were going for like $35. And I'm like, I might as well just go for the drop because for $35, I have for $15 more, I have a chance of hitting that
1980.
that $2,000. There was a two bounties, a $2,000 and $3,000 bounty,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And then or hitting an amazing mint number at the time, right?
Or the special edition.
Yeah, or a special edition, right? So there were so many elements to that. So I went for it, and of course I got a regular one. So yeah.
Hey, that's my luck.
I'm common gang. Common gang.
Common gang.
Yeah. But you know what? For $15, it was worth the spend. Extra. What's up, Peck? Peck's an Earth 2 guy. We're going to talk about what shape the Earth is real soon. Did Shane from Earth 2 get it wrong? I haven't looked at my VV collection in a long time. Y'all just made me log in to check, and even I am Team Electra.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's go. Yes. So, Pac, have you been seeing any of my posts lately? I've been doing a few Electra meme posts. Fro is the king of them.
So good.
Yeah.
Yours is so good, man. I was like, Bill is on the team. He's quarterback.
Oh, he's got 2 secret rares. Dang.
Lucky.
Almost $50. That's crazy.
Double the fun. Pac, you got to start using those in AR and creating memes out of them. It'll be hilarious.
I love when they're dancing. That's my favorite. That whole video you made, Fro, was so funny with the Kendrick Lamar song. Dude, I was cracking up. I loved it. Loved it.
So many good Electra memes, man. It just it's too many to count. Like I've done so many.
Yeah.
and then people would, the family just out of love would just grab my likeness and then throw me into a vehicle with Electra.
Yeah.
I mean, walking on the beach with Electra, dinner with Electra. I mean, it's so good. Like I sometimes I'd be just cracking up for just 20, 30 seconds trying to catch my breath laughing at how bad these are, but they're so good. They're so bad.
Exactly. That's like the point.
The one
right?
you had on the couch where you were just like,
oh yeah,
and she was like in your arm was so good.
Yeah, that was to get that one still. We had to use a tripod because my brother likes to pan around as he's filming sometimes, but sometimes just to still on the tripod is just as hilarious, man. It's so ridiculous.
I mean, the picture was like so like serious, like, hey, this might.
Yeah, you do. He's like, come on, get serious.
When I saw that, I was like, I have to purchase now. I was like,
Yeah, that was the one that started it all, man. That's good.
That's the one that got me. Man. That was the got me picture.
And the thing about us is like all the content we put out, the videos using the AR collectibles. If people are laughing and people are having fun laughing with us or at us, that's all that matters, man. We just spread the love. Everyone's having a good time, good vibes. So we keep cranking out these videos just because we're like, hey, you think they'll laugh at this? Yeah, dude, let's totally do it. But and it just takes forever for us to get together, just to write out a script, get the scenes done up, scout a location, drive out, do the scenes. Then he comes back, he edits, and then he puts everything together, and he produces everything, and he directs me to jump off of a cliff, fall out of a tree. So it's a lot of work on his end. It's just not like where you're snapping a quick AR photo and you're just done, right? Like it's so much more. And so he's sharing his love of the digital collectibles that way, in that aspect is, hey, if we get people to just fall in love with the one, like that's why he keeps using different digital collectibles every time he wants to shoot a scene. He's like, hey, I haven't seen someone or anyone talk about this collectible in a long time. Let's bring it to the forefront. Yeah. And I'm like, I love that idea. Let's just do it. So we'd go and we'd use it. And then next thing you know, I'm seeing it on the market for sale. I'm like, that's not what we meant. And they're just pumping it, right? Like, no.
Well, honestly,
just kind of promoting them,
Yeah, that was the original intention of the collectible itself, though, was for people to use them and have fun with them. And when VV kind of first came out, like Peck's saying over here, pull up Peck, he's got 20 rares too. Man, he's really a legend.
That's a legend.
And so, but that was the original intent, was we were supposed to use them and have fun with them. When everyone else would go, we were all caught up in the let's make some money on it. Right?
Oh, right.
And now we're kind of like going back to what can we use them for? How do we utilize what we have? And have fun with it. and nerd out a little bit, right? We got to nerd out a little bit.
Oh, exactly. Fro, what started your journey with Vivi, if you don't mind telling us?
Oh, no, absolutely, man. It's
I don't think I've heard it before.
I had a relative come over to the house, and he was in the Omi, so he was kind of buying Omi, and he kind of fell into Vivi, and then he had told me about Omi, and I bought Omi. He goes, "Hey, dude, check this out. Dude, you're gonna love this." And it was a zombie Captain America. He showed me in my living room, right? This is in the early days. This is before pre Golden Moments. So he showed me Captain America, and I was like, "Dude, how'd you do that?" He goes, "Go stand next to it," and I did. He snaps a photo. I'm like, "I want this app. How do I get it?" So I downloaded the app. I didn't do much with it, and then Golden Moments was announced. He's like, "Dude, whatever you do, put money into the app and go for these Golden Moments." So I'm like, all right. And I think at the time I put in, starting off, like maybe $500. Like I think 500 was my starting point. And I'm like, all right, if I get lucky, and he's telling me this, dude, if you get one, it's gonna, you're gonna be in the money, or just by securing one. I'm like, all right. I missed every single drop every single day until Waltz, man.
What?
So I hit the wall.
Yeah,
I hit the wall, man. And that was, I mean, the feeling you get when you hit something, you're like, this is it. I'm hooked, right?
I have arrived.
Yeah, so what goes up, 20, 30, 40, gets close to 50K. Yeah. But I'm like, no, I'm not selling. It's literally, it has more meaning to the actual experience and collectible than the money. Money, I could make money. It's just that bit of nostalgia for me. I'm keeping it forever. So and plus I'm the only one who owns that mint number, and still in my wallet to this day. And
that's amazing. And that was your first collectible.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Insane, right?
What a catch.
That's crazy.
And so I was hooked. I was hooked before I knew I was even hooked, man. Like, yeah. But
Magic says Zombie Cap is Bay.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Oh, okay. She's a Giants fan.
Love the Giants. I'm from the Bay Area originally, so.
Oh, okay. Right on. Yeah. No, that cap is fire, man.
Oh, thank you.
So is Bill's. Ain't afraid of no ghost.
Ain't afraid. Legit, right? You heard me when I was telling the story, right?
Yeah.
Can you believe it? It's legit. I'm so excited.
Yeah. That's gonna generate them so much kind of extra income, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They honestly could have said it was $300. I would have bought it. I don't even care. It didn't even, the price was irrelevant. It was, I must have this now. Yeah. It was just like you when you saw the VV app, right?
Oh, dude, I've been buying ever since, man. Like, it's just, there's certain things, you just kind of, it has more meaning to you than just the monetary value, right? Or the gem count.
Right.
So, there's certain collectibles I'd never sell. That'll go to, grandkids, great grandkids, if BB's still around that long. But
right. So how do you collect? Do you stack? Do you get sets? Like, how do you navigate VV collecting?
Dude, this is gonna be the craziest answer, but so my brother and I will whiskey and VV, and whatever happens during whiskey and VV, we'll wake up the next morning and, dude, you bought 40 of this. Like, like, dude, you bought 40 of the exact same comics. Yeah, dude, I like the cover. And I started off doing like what you said, finishing up sets, and then there was just some magic. We started finishing up sets, and then we started going towards certain collectibles that that had actual meaning for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I just kept stacking that way. Like I love completing sets, but I have not been completing sets as much as I would have liked for MCP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I've been going back and just buying certain comics and collectibles that speaks to me. Like I love Amazing Spider-Man 101, F.A.
Okay.
Morbius, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dude, I think I got over 400 comics of that. Like, just a mixture of, from common to the secret rare. I think I got like over 400 now.
Mm-hmm.
I just keep buying them, man. Like it's because growing up, I had that actual comic, and it was so thrashed. I took it with me. I carried it around. Neighborhood kids would come over, and hey, dude, yeah, absolutely, you can borrow it, you can read it. I'll get it back later, and it's all like rolled up like in a newspaper. Like it's just brought back good memories, and like that's why I keep buying that. So yeah, just good times, man. Like and plus, awesome. I get introduced to new artists, like like that, physical that you brought out.
That's my first physical from an artist, I think. Yeah, like statue form, right?
Oh, right. First of many, right, Bill?
Yeah. Honestly, I was gonna buy the what was it, the Matt Gondak statue, but they were sold out of the blue ones. Yeah, they were sold out, so it didn't come to fruition.
Dang, dude, because that'd be cool to have.
Yeah, so that's why I bought this other one, the Nailer, because I didn't get anything at the con, and I was like, well, at least I'll be able to get this,
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah, I heard Tammy got she spent 2 million Omi on those Spider-Man and Darth Vader silver pieces.
She did. Yeah, I watched her freaking degen right on. Yeah. She was like, more Omi? Okay. Here you go. She's like, Bill, help me hold these so I could take a picture. She's with the Agora guy, and she's got like lined up. I'm like, here, let me hold them up too here.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah,
she's a riot.
It was great. Pull up the comment from sounds like my attachment to E2. So I don't know, Fro, if you've ever heard of Ur2, but there's a lot of Ur2 guys in here as well. And Ur2 and Vivi are kind of synonymous with a lot of the same people. A lot of them have both. And it's a like metaverse world where you buy land and tiles, and he's mentioning on how many he has here.
So funny story about that, man. That's interesting that you say that. Earth 2 came out. I was going to go on to Earth 2. For some reason, this might have been, I don't know, 4 years ago. And I jumped to Next Earth instead. I started buying in Next Earth.
Oh, no.
Dang it.
I spent so much in Next Earth, man. And
brutal.
I haven't logged in probably like 2 years, man. Like, but I'm pretty sure the stuff I bought are still there.
Yeah. Dang it. I don't even know. I don't think Next Earth made it.
Yeah, I don't think they made it. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
So because close.
Earth 2 was the originator, and then they all started making like copies, right? There was the copycats that came along, and there was like 2 or 3 of them or something. I bet Packer Spectrum could comment on it, but they were following Randy. I think that's how they found out about it as well, because Randy was Earth 2 first, and then he brought a lot of the Earth 2 fam over to Vivi, and that's how me and Zombie got in as well.
Yeah, through Randy.
So okay. So you guys came from Earth 2 on to Vivi.
I'm gonna send you. I'll send you a free plot on Omi Island.
Shit! Then into the project. Nice.
I have an island that's designed just like the Omi logo for all the Omi fam.
Nice.
And we'll give you a plot there, so you can have be in on the game. Yeah, this is a good point. So I thought Matt Gondak, the one who created Simpsons, because of the signature on the bottom of that Bart Simpson, but I betting that it's Matt Groening or whatever it was, right?
Yeah. super close.
I made a mistake between the two. So Ben's got a good point. Is it because he just slightly changes things? He can use other people's IP.
Yeah, I think it's artistic interpretation.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that's how he gets away with that.
So this whole time I thought Matt Gondak was the creator, was the writer of The Simpsons, because I kept mistaking the name.
Oh, Gondak.
Yeah. But I still like his artwork. It's cool.
Definitely.
Also started with E2, then VV, thanks to Randy.
Yeah.
And you know what? 2 made it, and it's going to be a thing, and people are excited about it. So, we're glad
that should be launching soon.
Yeah, both projects made it, so we're excited about that.
Yeah, we picked winners.
Oh, dude, I wish you guys would have told me about that a long time ago. I went all ham on Next Earth.
Dang.
Yeah.
And I think the only reason why I went so hard on that was because it was new, and a lot of the tiles that I wanted to buy weren't purchased, and they're still available.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, no one's got this. I was trying to buy it, and just I just click and drag like a whole rectangle. I'll buy all this.
Yeah, it's just bad luck, because we did the same thing with Earth 2, and that could have went bust as well. There was no guarantees back then, right?
Yeah, when things started going, like all the scam tubers came out and they were like, "This is a scam," Earth 2's fake, and then things got real quiet from the team for a while. And then we were like bored, so of course we went straight to Vivi. We're like, well, this is something cool too.
And the same guy that was scamming Vivi was scamming Earth 2, as the guy we can't talk about, Gadenzi or whatever.
Yeah, he was involved in both projects.
Yeah, he was in both projects and trying to set up Earth 2 to do the same thing. Luckily, the founder kind of recognized it and kicked him out. But yeah, the same fucking guy. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Didn't I know that?
What's interesting about that is it lets you know that he's involved in real projects. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, I guess.
In a way. So how about we do that giveaway? You guys want to do a giveaway?
Do it.
We got 98 people in the chat right now.
Okay. That's a good number. Solid number.
Bro, how do you want to do this? Free giveaway VV collectible.
Ooh, look at that. Emily the Strange.
Wait, can I win it? Am I able to? I don't have any of
Dude.
No, you cannot win it.
Damn it.
What do you want to do?
You guys want to do like a trivia?
You already got your collectible.
Yeah, you did. Zombie did get a nice one too. Good mint too.
Hey, man.
Better mint than I had. I'm like, of course he gets the better mint.
It's kind of my thing. Sorry.
He pulls like the number 1. I'm like, no.
That's all I collect. Low mints are my thing. I just do. Yeah. So what do you thinking, Fro?
You want to do like VV trivia where we can ask a question, and the first one that comes up on your screen with the correct answer gets the collectible.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. You guys good with
that? I can do. Here, I'll see if I'll pick one that no one would ever guess. This is gonna be a super hard one.
The profile will be not zombie. Not zombie.
Our audience is
Ooh, this is a real hard one.
Make it an easy.
Okay, so back in 1957. No, just kidding. Every time I go back.
Like,
yeah, no, it'll take forever. How about if we do the total edition size for the secret rare Electra?
Ooh.
Okay.
First one.
First one.
We're looking.
More than that, Spectrum. Remember this? Remember Electra launched when there was a lot more collectibles sold at the time.
Yeah, editions were high.
I'm putting the ones in order on the screen. So Fro, you're gonna have to verify since I am uneducated in Electra.
Fro will know.
Yeah, put them on the screen. I'll look.
I'm just gonna look up. You guys can just look it up too.
Yeah, that's what I would have suggested, but
Peck.
Peck.
Did he get it?
Winner.
Oh,
winner, chicken dinner.
How did he know that? Like, how did that dude?
Peck is the Electra King.
Well, he's got 2 SRs. I mean,
yeah,
he deserves to win.
He's Team Electra.
Nice.
Good job, Peck.
Wonderful job, Peck.
I won't have a problem sending him a code. I know him quite well, so send it over to you soon, Peck, and then I'll show you how to redeem it. I don't know if you've done a promo code before.
Yeah, he's got to do it through the web. As long as he knows that, he's fine.
Yeah. Yep.
Because he owns 2.
He remembered after he looked. Smart. All right. Spectrum said $14.92. Oh, it was close, Spectrum. Ben was close behind him, though. Ben was close behind him.
Yeah, you got to remember.
So, Ben, did anybody buy those concert tickets? He accidentally bought concert tickets in New York City instead of Singapore. I don't know how he might have been drinking some whiskey too.
Some whiskey.
Hope you saw
whiskey and BB. Dangerous times, man. Not financial advice. It gets pretty gnarly sometimes.
Yeah, I don't even need whiskey. That's my problem. I'll just be up at night, and I actually just purchased a huge collectible the other night while I was like up late.
Yeah.
Oh, did you get another? Did you get a Walt?
No. I picked up the Golden Moment C3PO number 42. Actually.
Serious?
Yeah. Pretty happy about that piece.
Oh man, George Lucas is what, 44? 1944? I mean, if you'd have had 44, that'd be insane too.
That's next.
Are you raining on my 42?
No, I love it because it's lower, but it's still
should have been 44.
I'm thinking 44 is probably just someone that has 44 and just they got to know the worth.
You think so? I didn't know that. They might not. I mean, that new feature where you can reach out to collectors is pretty cool. I've reached out to like 4 or 5, but nobody's hit me back. So I'm not sure if it's not working or a lot of collectors are kind of using it yet.
I reached out to someone who was holding something I wanted, and then for some reason I went back and I looked, and then like the last login was like a year ago, and I'm like, oh, that's why.
Yeah, I think we're running into that a lot. With key pieces and stuff, like except the person that has the number 42 R2D2, which I'd love a matching set, just listed it for like $42,000 or something.
Oh my god! Don't you hate that?
Yeah, great. Thanks, buddy.
I know. I did the same thing. So with Ecto 1, I had mint number 123.
Oh,
I think, and I was waiting for one more, and it never showed up. And I'm waiting, and this is back when we didn't have all the other apps to show us who the owner of that collectible is.
Right.
So I'm sitting there just every day, just refreshing. It never came up, so I'm like, I should sell it because there's something else I want to get. If I had completed the set, I'd kept it to this day, but I never did. And so I ended up selling the other 2 because that third one never popped up. And I literally broke even, I think, because I was holding on for so long that the market started to dip a little bit. and I just got out just in time just to get my gems back. Like dead even, to be honest.
Dang.
But yeah, man, and then of course later
was
on,
that the UR one? Was that the 1-to-1 scale? When you say
might have
DeLorean?
been.
Yeah.
No, the Ecto 1.
Oh, the Ecto 1. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might have been because, man, that'd have been gorgeous to have. And it would just, later on, I see it pop up like, I don't know, maybe a year or two later. It was some obscene amount, right? I'm like, now you show up. You want like this.
Was it Clever Jerk?
No, I don't think it. I don't know if it was clever or not because that's the number he loves. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. I mean, he's got probably the best, hands down, mint number collection of all the collectors I know on BB. Like his stuff is insane, man. Like he's
nuts,
and all his mint numbers pertain to that collectible in some way, shape, or form. You know, like the year it dropped, the last mint number, the issue number, just something. He's always sending me like cool mints he's buying, and I'm thinking, how, dude? Like, how? I'm over here trying to figure out what kind of sell to get the next piece that I want. I gotta sell 3 to buy 1. Like so.
No, the guy's an OG. I think he just got picked up a 777 Labbit, and I got one of the secret rares of the Labbit for 777. So I was like, should I throw it out there, or should I just keep a hold of it till a little later? Because the market's so soft right now, it's crazy.
My first Ecto 1, I paid $520 for.
Ooh.
Did you? What did I pay for mine?
The second one I paid $69 for. And the third one I paid $19
averaging.
Yeah. I need to buy I'll be buying now that I noticed that. I'm gonna have to buy like 10 more. At like $12 to dollar cost average that out.
Yeah, if I did that, I'd have to buy so many more collectibles.
Clever. So I've shown Clever my collection of mint numbers because I collect one mint number in particular, and it deals with the Marvel Universe, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's seen what I have, and he knows why I collect it. So every time one pops up, and if I don't see it on the market, he'll DM me. He'll say, "Fro, your mint number just showed up, and for this collectible, the screenshot it and just show me so I know which one." And I'd go buy it.
Nice.
So that dude's so helpful, man. He just and I'm so glad he doesn't collect that mint number because I'd be in trouble.
He's quick.
He's quick.
Yeah.
So that dude's been a ton of help, and he's always kind of like, just when I feel like, am I even going anywhere collecting this one mint number? As soon as I kind of get down and out, he'll just stoke the fire, man. He'll like, "Oh, dude, you can't, man. Look at this." And I'm like, I'm back in, dude.
I'm back.
So you're not mentioning it, I'm noticing.
I'm sorry?
You're not mentioning the mint number. Is there a reason? Regarding it?
It's my account is private, and because it was public for a while, and those have seen my account started posting that certain mint number, but like times 10, 4.
Really?
So and I broke down and I started buying times 10, times 6, times 8. So I'm like, I can't keep doing this. So I went private.
Interesting.
And for that reason alone was because until I amassed what I wanted to for the sets, then I'd go, be like, oh, cool, check out what I own. But I think I have over maybe 150 or 160 collectibles of that one certain mint number.
Wow.
And it's totally Marvel. Yeah, it's like totally Marvel Universe. If I told you guys I'll tell you guys off stream.
Yeah,
for sure. But once you see it, you'd be like, what? Like, yeah, dude. Like,
That's awesome.
It's been like 4.5 years. Just blood, sweat, and tears, and a ton of gems, man. Just
Me too.
Yeah.
Ton of gems.
What level are you, by the way?
What level am I? I'm 70 something.
Nice.
Like I literally broke up, like I mentioned earlier, all my sets to start going after certain collectibles that I love, and I started stacking and not realizing my MCP started doing this when I started doing that. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
So I went back and I started completing sets again, but by then it's kind of like, so much time has passed.
Yeah, I always thought they should reward stackers as well. Like if you have over 10, you get a bonus, right? Because everybody collects different, and David talks about that all the time. Everybody collects differently, so why not reward people that stack? Because we got a lot of people that like to do that. They have a certain thing or a certain item they love, and they collect a lot of it. Right. So I don't see the harm in that.
No, dude, nail on the head, man. Because I felt the same way, but instead of getting rewarded, you get penalized. And if you you have more than, is it 2 or 3 of that one certain collectible or comic?
Yeah, diminishes.
It diminishes the value. So that one comic that I have over like 400 of, I'm probably just getting like 30 MCP points a day or something like that, maybe less.
Yeah, maybe something that gets brought up, or just said, hey, here's an idea. Maybe the show,
right?
Maybe they're listening.
Dude, great point too, man. I mean, I think that one is something I haven't heard of ever.
Yeah.
And they tell you collect what you love, which I did.
Exactly.
And I got like 400 of them, but it, like you mentioned, it diminishes the MCP points.
I mean, hell, even past like 50, past, it gives you milestones to get to, because like 100, 200, you can go every 100 and give a bump in points for it,
Right.
Let collectors hit milestones that way, collecting as well. So
right, yeah, and I just think the way it's designed now, it's not meant for you to stack. It's more of them wanting you to complete sets, which in turn, you got to spend the money for the SR. You got to spend up, right, to get the URs and the SRs. So it doesn't work in their favor if you're stacking just commons, right? Like the common Wonder Woman. You're stacking Wonder Woman. Why won't you complete the rest? Because she's probably the best one in the set to have. You really don't care about the other ones, right?
Right.
So I think like Hot Girl was the UR in that set, and I'm like, I'd rather have the Wonder Woman, even though she's a common. So you'd stack that, and it's the way they have it set up. It doesn't reward collectors that love that one certain collectible. It entices you to complete the set and go out and complete more sets, spend more gems, and so
yeah, but like you've spent a lot of gems, I'm sure, on your stacking, and that also should be recognized. And VV evolves, they pivot, they adapt to changing times, and I definitely think collecting that way has changed, and and should be kind of highlighted, like, hey, he's a mega set holder or a mega, common holder in this whatever, and it be kind of like something you brag about almost,
Yeah, no, yeah, I totally agree with you, man. It's yeah, and until suggestions are made and the team kind of realizes, hey, maybe this is another avenue we could go down to reward collectors.
Right.
And there are just certain guys that just buy only certain, collectibles, and they like Double Quill, like she writes a lot of blogs about Vivi, right? Double Quill only goes for uncommon comics. Like out of all the, varieties, yeah, she only goes for the uncommon, and that's her thing. And that's been her thing since I ever read her first blog like 4 years ago.
Right.
So yeah, I'm, same thing with I can't remember his name. He was buying up all the common AF-15s, like, because he didn't want the uncommon AF-15s. He wanted the common because that's the original cover.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, guys like that just it kind of I could see their frustration, and I mean I don't know how to address it, like other than us talking about it and just getting our voices heard and suggestions out to the team. Just so maybe someone will hear it and go, "Hey, that's a great idea," Zombie said.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also it doesn't cost them very much. I mean, it points, MCP points. Like, I'm not sure if that costs them anything in reality. So, yeah, hopefully they're listening, right?
Yeah, hopefully. You guys got more pull than I do. I mean, Bill and David are like this. So I mean, gosh,
Bill's been.
Bro, I'm gonna call him right now.
First name basis.
I'm just kidding.
I'll text him after the show.
Right.
Hold on a second.
He's like, so good.
Actually, so I know Randy popped in for the conspiracy talk. He loves it.
Oh,
we're gonna pivot to that in a second.
Switch gears.
But when I was talking to David, he did actually give me some contact info, and he said he's coming on the show.
Dun dun dun. Let that be your first conspiracy.
Yes. And it's because we're doing a special drop. No, I'm kidding.
No. Collectibles with our faces on them.
No, not really. But that would be cool. So, but Fro bailed me out of a recent conversation I was having. He was like, bam, back off my boy.
She never responded.
Yep.
She left the chat.
Yeah. This archaeologist, Egyptian archaeologist lady, supposedly. Yeah. She was super chatty. And reason why I commented on her post was because she was going in on Jimmy Corsetti, and he's pretty well renowned. I mean, in the field of like megalithic structures and different things. I recently found out about him because he posted a video on how he found Atlantis, or he thinks he found Atlantis, and I was like, this is interesting. And he posted that it was the Rashat structure, the Eye of the Sahara in Africa. And I was like, I've heard a few people say this. I follow a couple other people saying that it couldn't be because it wasn't the proper size. But when I actually watched his video, and I do recommend everybody watch his video, he really breaks it down there's so many details in why that would be Atlantis. And I'm like, it makes sense. It's the exact same shape. Right north of it is the Atlas Mountains. Atlantis is known to have the king Atlas, right? And you just randomly call these mountains the Atlas Mountains. I mean, it just makes sense, right?
Right.
And it's the exact same shape with the rings within rings that Plato describes. You can actually see it from space, which is pretty crazy. And for the Earth 2 gang in here, we had what was his name? We had him on the show. He had he's giant in Earth 2. Anyways, he has a mega city that he built on the Eye of the Sahara, which is a really good spot. And he did it in Egyptian motif. Like I'm pretty sure he put a giant eye there. Correct me if I'm wrong, Spectrum. What was his name, Zombie? I don't know why it's not coming to me. I forget. Anyways, cool dude. He has 300,000 tiles, right? Why can't we think of his name? Dang it. Anyways,
commercial break. You look him up.
Eye of Ra, Tech Ops. Thank you, Spectrum. Tech Ops. Yeah, I don't know why I was slipping. I need to take some more brain pills, but yeah. So he calls it the Eye of Ra, right? And I'm pretty sure that's under the Eye of the Sahara. I'm pretty sure. So, anyways, very compelling information. Even how it's salt flowed into it. It's covered in salt right now. There's so many details that point that that's it. And this chick was going in on him. Like, you basically don't know what you're talking about. I can't believe anybody follows you. And like, he has like 200 times the amount of followers she has. Like, it's absurd that she would even comment. I mean, she barely has any more followers than I do. And it's like, I don't have a lot of people that follow me. I'm not Jimmy Corsetti, right? She's attacking him with like, he's got like almost 250,000 followers, right? And he's not even obviously responding to her, I don't think. But
wow.
And then so then she responds back to me, of course, and he was commenting on how there's pyramids all over the earth, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, there's not pyramids in every culture around the earth. And I'm like, oh, sorry, he forgot to mention Polynesia, Indonesia, China, Italy,
Peru.
Yeah, how about every country,
Mexico,
almost, et cetera,
Peru,
et cetera, et cetera.
Aren't there some in Grand Canyon possibly? I've heard that conspiracy.
Well, I even brought up so when we were battling it out after she responded back to me, those aren't pyramids. I'm like, they're literally called step pyramids. That's a pyramid, right? Like, are we doing that now? Like, we're playing semantics?
Yeah,
that's what we're doing. And then Fro was like, "Bam, back off."
I hit her. The way I said it, I tried to make it as tactful and respectable as possible because she is quote unquote a retired or a former Egyptologist or an Egyptian archaeologist.
Yeah.
And it's not my first time in the rodeo, man. I've been doing this since '97.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is one of your favorite fields.
Yeah. So I'm like low key. And I'm like, why she going after my boy Bill? So and she's going thread 1 of 2, 1 of 3. She goes in and then she throws this book out, right? Because Bill posts a photo of all the nubs throughout all the megalithic structures throughout the whole world.
Yeah.
And I go, Bill's right. Like, these cultures that are not connected by any type of continent got no means of contact. And here they are with all nubs on every single last one of these megalithic stones.
Yeah.
And that's when I went deep. And once she threw that dude's name up, I'm like, I know this guy. He's an idiot.
Yep.
And everything he's done has been debunked. It's been he's trying to. I mean, I could do it too if I wanted to build the pyramids on a small scale using different tools. And I can move a 5-pound block versus a 5-ton block, right?
Yes.
So what he did in that book, I don't think she knew that I knew. So what he did in that book was recreate these what I call experiments. And he said, this is exactly how they did it. And I'm like, there's no way, because the string and the rope you're using, that's not going to move a 1-ton block, let alone a 50-pound block. I mean, what are you even doing?
Yeah.
So,
and I started going in on the size, and I started comparing. I said, well, let's get into, she says she's an Egyptologist, right? And, Egypt archaeologist, whatever. And so I found out by watching one of the guys like Jimmy Corsetti or whatever, that the same quarry in Aswan was used for the Great Pyramids, and it was also used for the Temple of Baalbek, right? So that what does that tell? I mean, when you hear that, what do you think?
No.
Two cultures separated by probably 1,000 miles are using the exact same quarry to make these gigantic, perfectly cut square blocks.
The precision cutting is so precise that you can't even slide like a razor blade through some of them.
Right.
And and they're not just so like perfect 90-degree angles. We're talking, polygonal masonry here, where things attach where they shouldn't be attached and don't make sense. Why would you have a little opening here? But they do, and they plugged in a small stone for whatever reason. It made sense to them. But it looks pretty to us because we don't understand why those, it was there. Or we don't understand why the nubs are there.
Yeah.
So,
well, it tells me that these two cultures that use the exact same quarry probably quarried those stones at the exact same time, because they're gigantic blocks, right? It's not like they just took these little stones and randomly, took some stones off the top of a pile. To get stones like that, you're going deep down into the earth, right?
Yeah.
So to do that, you have to either have some kind of treaty between the two of you, all right? You're not going to just, because another guy owns that, or has holdings over that. So at some point in time, this quarry wasn't near either one of these cultures, but yet they both quarried from it. And the one in Egypt, I think they were like 350 tons, right?
The pregnant woman, that stone that's laying down in Baalbek, that's 1,250 tons, which is what, like 2.4 million pounds or something like that.
That's right. And the Forgotten Stone,
insane.
The Forgotten Stone that's in Baalbek is 3.3 million pounds. And that one's like 1,650 tons. And I was bringing up to this lady, I'm like, nobody is lifting that at all.
I did the math. That would take, if you did regular size human back in those days, that they're not hitting the gym, let's say they average about 50 pounds, right?
Yeah.
This is what they can hold up, 50 pounds. 2.4 million pounds, you're looking at 48,000 humans together.
Yeah.
Math doesn't math, Bill.
It's not math.
I don't know.
No. And you're also not going to deadlift that. And you're not going to fit that many people around it, right? And not everyone can lift the same weights. And by the way, they carried it 500 miles.
Come on, man.
Over mountains and water and everything else. Both cultures did it. Not just one, both. Right? So nobody is doing that. And it hit me in having this conversation with this lady, why they did it. And I've always wondered why they did it. And I thought, you know what? Here's why they did it. Because when people come and see these stones, they wanted people to think these were built by the gods. That's why. Because we've always asked, well, why would they build with such gigantic stones? Because it's impossible for humans to lift them or cargo them or cut them or shave them perfectly and fit them in place. So they use some kind of technology we don't even know. Right?
Yeah.
That's very apparent, but I think they wanted to do that so that they could seem like they were greater than everyone else around them, right?
Yeah.
So that's my opinion. But Peck says, I think the Eye of the Sahara predates Tech Ops. It was originally promoted by a group that debanded, but Tech definitely did all that art and built a big city nearby. Yeah, that the artwork is incredible. He went he made tiles of the Egyptian Eye of Ra, and the scarab was made as well, I think, by Mr. Green and some other people. Pretty amazing stuff. Yeah. And tile art in Earth too.
I got to see it now, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, so I know you stepped away for a second, Zombie. We were just talking about megalithic structures as part of our conspiracy talk. Fro is on board with the megalithic structures.
Team Megalithic.
Let's go.
Yeah. Well, have you guys seen all the latest developments for the pyramids underneath, where there's energy sources that they believe were used?
I have.
Have you guys heard about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a book written by Christopher Dunn.
That talks about that?
It's called The Giza Power Plants. And
oh, wow.
Yeah, it's all about how the pyramids were most likely, in his opinion, they filled with different types of chemicals. And when those chemicals reacted with each other, they outgassed. And there was already perpetual motion that was making a vibration at the bottom of the pyramid. And that vibration would create the energy it would take to generate that electricity by using the earth, the energy that was already coming from the earth.
Yeah, and the stuff that's free.
The free stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's his opinion. I think he's on spot on point for sure. There's still a beam of energy that comes out of those today without all that.
Yeah, really? I read that. And it would make sense as to why the capstones would have been on there and been made of gold, because gold's, a great conductor.
And quartz. They were gold and
quartz. Yeah, that's why the blocks were made from what they're made from, because of the quartz too.
Yeah, the granite. Yeah, it has a high content of quartz.
Yeah, and same thing with right up here in Yosemite National Park, like all those blocks are granite and huge amount of quartz, and weird stuff happened in Yosemite National Park as well. So
really,
yeah,
the ones that we're not allowed in right now in Canada. Have you seen that? They've totally blocked national forests in Canada. Like you can't go in, and they use some bogus excuse. Yeah, they use some bogus excuse, and I know Trump's like purchasing or using land in natural forests and everything. So something is going on in there for sure.
Yeah.
A
lot of energy built up in the Yosemite, right?
Yeah. It goes back to the times of like the earlier settlers, and before that, the Indians that have settled in those areas. They've got tales of very, very interesting stuff.
Yes, they do.
And, I did somewhat of a small dive, not a deep dive, just kind of past the surface, just to get to what I needed to read and kind of just reconfirm some of the thoughts that I had. And I'm like, sounds about right. So,
of course,
fire prevention.
Yeah, that's the excuse they gave. It's like, what? How long is that for? There's always a possibility of that. So,
yeah.
Oh, dudes, I'll be right back. Give me about 30 seconds. Okay.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts of what the Great Pyramid could be? Are you on point with that, or?
Well, definitely an energy source. I think it's there's just too many coincidences how it's shaped, what it's built out of, especially now with those underground pictures that they have of these spheres going down to a source, and they were obviously used for something. And the story that we were told about housing dead people doesn't fly. Like there's no freaking way.
Never found a body in any of those. Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and there were like little areas in like a maze almost with those things, and there'd be no purpose for that. So I definitely think it was for an energy source. It's the only thing that makes sense. And have you been seeing? I'm trying to remember the exact element it is, but it's a red liquid that people are saying was used to move those stones, possibly. Are you familiar?
A red liquid element that they use to move those stones?
Yeah.
I have not. I do know that those stones, though, have been harmonically tuned.
Right. The liquid interacted with frequency.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would make sense. There's a lot of ancient stories all over the earth of of megalithic builders being able to move stones with sound, and
Right.
harmonics, and even native tales where they said that they kind of like sung them into place, or played a trumpet or musical instrument of some sort. There's various stories, but
Right.
I find that very interesting. Pull up what Spectrum put on there. The alignment with Orion could be an ancient dish. Radio astronomy experiment. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and it aligns with Orion at 10,000 BC. Which a lot of the megaliths around the Earth align with their star constellation around 10,000 BC. Very interesting.
Right.
In the age of Leo.
Well, it that kind of matches the frequencies and stuff with what bumblebees. How bumblebees mathematically should not be able to fly, but somehow they do. And
Really?
yeah,
I think I've heard that a long time ago or something.
Yeah, some people say that the vibration of their wings creates a frequency that allows them to bypass mathematics when it comes to like their body size and dimensions.
Interesting. Maybe it was for communication, he says. You know what? That's another interesting point, Watchman, is I never put 2 and 2 together before until recently. But you notice how all these cultures also have obelisks all over them? And they remind me of antennas, modern day antennas in cities. They're extremely elongated. They have points to them, right? They're made of quartz crystal, inside the red granite, which also is used in what Spectrum would know as well, radio communications, right?
Interesting.
So maybe it was grabbing signals of some sort, right?
Yeah, with some sort of communication.
Or power. Maybe it was grabbing, through like Nikolai Tesla a long time ago in the early 20s.
He built a Wardenclyffe Tower off of that using the Earth's own electrical magnetic field to power that tower, which did kind of like, it's like Wi-Fi basically. It would light up all the electrical light bulbs around the tower that isn't connected to the tower. It's just within the same range.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that same thing like with the pyramid, and I heard you guys talking about it. And I think the red liquid you're talking about red mercury, because mercury makes everything float.
Okay.
And,
interesting.
Like in those quote unquote sarcophagus that they'd found that never had any bodies in them, they found that dark black liquid and residue. And that's kind of like what you'd find after any type of chemical reaction after, and it'll leave that, the dark residue as well. I'm pretty sure they know what that gunk was. They just didn't want to come out and say it, because then they'd have to backtrack of all it was being a burial site for, one of the kings, Ramesses the Great, Ramesses II, right?
Yeah.
And so it's
well, didn't they find that red mercury, or I don't know if it was red, but didn't they find mercury flowing underneath the Mexican pyramids as well?
And same for China too.
Yeah, same for China. Yeah. So pretty interesting.
There's still a burial mound in China that's unexcavated. It's going to stay unexcavated probably long after you, myself, and Zombie are gone. Only for that reason is they're thinking that it's going to be so toxic that anyone that comes in close contact or vicinity of it might just perish. So,
wow,
that's wild.
It is, dude. It is.
So, what are your thoughts on the pyramids being all built at the exact same time all around the Earth? What do you guys think?
The nubs, man. The nubs gets me every single time.
They're everywhere. those nubs.
They look identical. If you showed me a photo of the nubs and the polygonal masonry, just slideshows of them, I would be able to tell you where each of them came from, which continent, because they mimic one another. Even the one in Japan, I'm like, how is this even possible? So,
and they all moved impossible sized stones with nubs. A lot of them had nubs. We don't know why. And they were all fit. They were mortarless construction, polygonal, and they also had inside slots on the end of them too they were square cut, and they would fit together like a jigsaw puzzle on the inside too, not just on the outside.
Especially when they're curved. And I'm like, how? Why?
Yeah.
I just don't. And like if I were to do that, when I'm done, I'd get rid of all the nubs. Like it'd be one of the first things I get rid of, because you'd want it to look, as beautiful as possible. But even at the base of the pyramids, there's still nubs. Yeah. And you're like, why?
Yes.
How?
Yeah, these weird nubs. And then the stones themselves too, on the base of the pyramid, are not the quartz-like structure on the top of the pyramid.
Exactly.
Like where you would think energy would want to flow.
Right. And like Zombie mentioned, those tunnels, they're not meant for human travel, because everyone that goes through has to bend down to get through. And if you're bending down, why wouldn't you make them so they're at least 6 feet tall so people can walk through? If it was meant for that,
you got plenty of room.
They had the same size tunnels in the Ravne underneath the Bosnian pyramids that a lot of people say those aren't really pyramids, but yet there's tunnels that they're tuned to a certain harmonic frequency. Everyone that goes in them, they feel euphoric and they have healings in their body, right?
Yeah. Not only do I not think that they're pyramids, if they weren't, why would there be like leveled, like polygonal masonry around the base? Not just at the base, but also on the very top.
Yeah.
Like random mountain? No. If you seen photos of how like Chichen Itza was, just mounds of dirt after they excavated, and now we see the gorgeousness of how the pyramids look now. If they did that to the Bosnian pyramids, all of them, then it would rewrite history, because they're like 2-3 times the size of the pyramids at Giza.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it would absolutely rewrite history, yeah. And they've demonized that I forget his name, Osman or something like that, the guy who's been really excavating the head of it. It's weird. But when someone comes out with info, they're like, he's crazy. He's just crazy.
Because they got to protect their lie. Yeah. And that's what that lady was doing to us. Or she tried to do, until I hit her with something out of left field, and she never came back, Zombie.
That conversation ended real quick.
Quick.
You guys can be on a list.
Yeah, I know. Bill's got me on this list now.
Welcome. List. Well, I sent a picture. It was of India, Peru, and Egypt, right? I think it was. All nubs.
Yeah.
Even in India.
I missed the nub thing. What are nubs?
Let me pull it up.
Sorry. I had to put my kid to bed. Sorry about that.
That's right.
Bill knows all about the nubs. He posted the photo of it.
King Nubby.
So there's nubs on all these giant blocks, and not just on the blocks themselves. They're also on the they've even found them on stones that they just straight carved into that are part of a mountain. So when they carved into the mountain and they made these amazing shapes, they still put the nubs there.
Okay.
When they weren't so it's nothing that they needed there that we know of.
Right.
Like they could have done it without them, but they added them for some.
Is it like their calling card of some sort? Like
it's very strange. I think it's under replies. Let me see.
Huh.
I sent so many replies to this lady. I was just like, really? What about this? What about that? I just started going in,
I was waiting for the perfect time, Bill. I was waiting for the perfect time for me to slide in and go, all right, Gotcha.
Yeah, I'd have to. Let me see if I can go into the original. Oh, you know what? I think it's in my. I saved under my pictures. I think.
So, do you guys think that the Egyptians inherited it almost and came upon those structures and then kind of put graffiti on and made it their own,
Yes.
or
Yes.
do you think they made them?
No, like what you just said. In my opinion, they stumbled upon them because on the inside of the pyramids there aren't any hieroglyphs. There aren't any you look where the Valley of the Kings are. There's hieroglyphs everywhere on the walls, on the ceiling. I mean, they just all adorned with every single type of Egyptian hieroglyphic you can imagine, right? Stories of telling of the kings and everything else. Inside, nada. See the little nubs at the bottom of the stones?
Yeah.
So there's India right next
India's
to it.
temple.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then look at the base look at the big nubs on the bottom of the Egyptian pyramid.
That's two big nubs over there.
And then they look like boobs.
Those are good sized nubs.
See the boob nubs up top?
Interesting.
That's what it was. They were male builders, and they were like, "We need a set of boobs on this pyramid.
We're putting our tuts on it. This is
So it's almost like the Egyptians were tryhards, right? They were like trying to they put so much trying to convince people that they had made this or this was theirs somehow, almost.
Well, when you read the writings of Plato, in his conversation when he's mentioning the story of Atlantis, he's getting a conversation from Solon from an Egyptian priest who's given him the information, right? And the Egyptian priest even said himself, "We're a legacy culture. Basically, we've inherited this." So I think absolutely they not just stumbled across it, but I think they knew they didn't build those things, but they believed that they were the children down the line of the original culture, right?
Right.
And so they took those things and they emulated them.
Well, that's interesting because have you heard of the conspiracy of mud floods at all? Yeah. So that kind of falls in line with what we did with all the structures and buildings that were here. And we kind of dug them out possibly and said, "Oh, we did these, right? Like, look at what we did." And then, it kind of got a little out of hand with some of the structures. Like, there's no way. So then, I think they went in and said, "Okay, we got to calm this down a little bit," and basically started destroying all these amazing structures that there was no way we came in on horse and carriage and fucking primitive tools and built these amazing architectural structures, right? So we started having things like the fairs, right? The huge fairs in Chicago and St. Louis and San Francisco and things like that, and then destroyed it, right? And said, "Oh, well, we had just built those and we destroyed them, they weren't permanent buildings anyway. Don't worry. Even though they were built on, swamps that there's no way we have the know-how to develop those buildings and create those buildings in the time. Even now, I think it would be architecturally very difficult for us to do so, but somehow we did that and took these amazing pictures and had people coming in and seeing these sites and these structures, and then just to destroy them and have fires, destroying. There were so many fires back then, and they said, "Oh, well, we're just, we're primitive and we didn't have the infrastructure to put them out. So we just let them burn all these amazing buildings, and it just doesn't, if it smells like fish, maybe there's fish there, right?"
It's like the culture of Peru. They claim that the Inca built all these megalithic structures in Peru, but there's 3 different types of building standards there, There's the giant megalithic structures, right? Then there's the Spanish stonework, and then there's the Incan stonework. And they're all three next to each other on the same structure. And they try to tell people, this is the same culture that did this. And you're like, the foundations are like 200-ton blocks, and they did a repair patch of a stone that's like this big and mortared it together.
Bad. It looks so bad.
It looks so bad. Yeah, there's no way in hell that's the same culture. You're not going to go to that extent, and do that magnificent architecture, and then suddenly do a terrible patch job of masonry, which you've never used mortar before anyways. Why would you do that?
Right. Yeah, it looks so bad. It looks like it's a horrible patch job.
Nice try.
Yeah.
We're just starting to get into conspiracies.
Yeah, because I mean, like you said, like Peru, Bolivia, like Sache, Human, Ollantaytambo. My favorite is Puma Punku. So Puma Punku, like that, it's literally all the blocks are scattered everywhere, right? So I mean, there's a few that were standing, but they're not. How they look today is pretty much after people have already got there and decided to bring the blocks up and maybe in how they thought that they should look. They're not original to where they laid when they were first found. And like these blocks in Puma Punku, the precision, it's diorite. I mean, that's like the next best thing to diamond.
Cheers.
Right?
Cheers,
brother. Man. So in like these H blocks, if you ever look up H blocks, it's insane.
They're so insane.
Blows your mind, the precision, and there's like drill holes in them, and they're so like precise and evenly spaced out. Like the Incas, the Peruvians, they even say that. I mean, you see how they live today with our technology. There's no way they would have built that. They were just inhabitants that kind of saw and settled there, because even they said that's all the sky people, man.
Yeah.
So
yes, getting back to, so every culture says the exact same thing. The sky people came down. They intermingled with mankind by taking women and having children with them. And they created these giant cities, and they were giants among men, right?
Anunnaki?
Every culture says the same story. Yeah. Anunnaki, Book of Enoch called them angels, right?
Right.
Other cultures called them what? Quetzalcoatl. They all had different names for these sky people, and they all did the exact same thing. And they have these descriptions of them having ships, the Vimana, Indian Vimanas, right? They all flew these ships, and that they could do these crazy things. And there's an interesting story on the island of Non Madal. I don't know if you guys heard it.
Yes.
There's these polygonal Lincoln log-like shaped basalt rocks, and they were quarried from a mountain, and then they man-made their own islands on Non Madal to create their own megalithic structures, right? So the story goes, though, that two twin brothers showed up that basically already have an empire, and they're taking over the island, and they're going to build a culture there. And they built the city by harvesting the stone from the mountain and floated it into place in one night. One night. Wow. That's the story. That's the Indian tradition. And they floated them into place.
Right.
And that's how they built the island. And it's like, yeah, I'm sure there's some inconsistencies in that story, but it's interesting that they're all saying the same thing.
Right.
Atlantis had how many sets of twin brothers? 5 sets of twin brothers that ruled 10 different kingdoms. You see all over the world, there are these sets of twins Romulus and Romulus in Rome, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're famous for starting Rome. And then you have Atlantis and all these other cultures that had twin sons from the gods. Kind of interesting. So
definitely.
I was just piggybacking off your H block Uma Punkus.
Well, a lot of those cultures too have like intricate diagrams and maps of the stars, right? And we kind of can float into a little bit of flat Earth with that, because like they know where these stars are, they mapped them, they know when they're appearing, all with astrology, and it's like, how are these stars still here? Right? These constellations are documented, thousands of years back. How are we still seeing the same stuff? Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that, but that makes me question it, right? How, if we're spinning and then we're spinning around and, we're doing a corkscrew and all that stuff over, millions of years, how are we seeing the same constellations and nothing changes, right?
It's incredible. And all these monuments around the earth are built in the alignment of these constellations. And they all
Georgia Guidestones, right? Yeah. We can talk about that.
All of them. Almost all of them align with the stars in some way, using archaeoastronomy, right? And in certain, however many years, it'll realign with the stars again. It's freaking wild, right?
Yeah. Well, the Georgia Guidestones, right? They had a specific hole that was cut out where I believe it lined up with Orion's belt or some constellation. I don't remember exactly which one, and it was always there, right? Yeah. It never changed. And then all of a sudden, somebody destroyed those. Are you familiar with that, Bill or Fro?
Yeah.
Like, why did that happen all of a sudden? That's pretty bizarre that they just tear down that structure for no reason.
Yeah.
That was also saying about the depopulation.
Yeah. Immediately tore it down. And out of nowhere. And it was supposed to be a protected area and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very crazy, and especially talking about depopulation and stuff, and, the theories about Illuminati and the people that actually run this place, it kind of jumps into the what is it, where we can't go to the North Pole, right? Is it North Pole or South Pole? I always
Antarctica.
Antarctica, South Pole.
Right. And nobody's allowed there. Everybody just came to the agreement that nobody's allowed there. When has that ever been a thing where everybody comes to an agreement on something like that?
What do you think's going on there?
Right?
No,
definitely something we're not supposed to see.
I think we know. So you guys talk about like constellations and all that. I mean, Göbekli Tepe was like, that's a major one. That predates the pyramids of Giza by what, like 8,000 years. Yeah, because you're looking at 3,000-4,000, and Göbekli Tepe is like maybe 12,000 to 15,000, and and all that was pretty much deliberately covered up. They just recently found the very first stone that had human carvings on it. That was carved like a human being. It was
purposely buried for some reason.
Yeah, everything that I've read says it was purposely buried. That, or it was a massive flood that just, once the oceans have come down, all the sediment just filled in this massive structure and left mounds for a sheep herder to find on his property in 1980. So
well, that gets into he found it. Yeah, it was just like underneath of him, right?
Yeah, and what's weird is they started planting olive trees like on the property adjacent to Göbekli Tepe. And olive trees are known to have roots that go in and destroy everything beneath it. So if you're trying to preserve this megalithic site, why would you plant olive trees there unless you're trying to deliberately destroy it?
Yes.
So it's got to be calculated. But yeah, Göbekli Tepe is one of the big ones that people don't have answers for. Like that lady would just have a hard time. And she'd just tell us we're full of crap and this is what we were taught and this is what I'm gonna stick by. Like, no, lady.
Oh yeah. She had an answer of following the party line on everything. It was, yeah. Oh, these cultures just learned off each other. Nobody's learning that from each other. And if you have advanced technology, you're not sharing it.
The ones that were at war with each other.
Yeah. Right.
Exactly.
We're not giving the Abrams tank info to anybody, right? Because we don't want them to have it. And the same thing would have happened back then. So I think personally, this is my conspiracy where I've come to, is that all these sky people came down, right? At some point in time, maybe 12,000 years ago or so, okay? Or maybe farther back. And they intermingled with mankind, took wives, and made all these gigantic cities everywhere at the exact same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because they had the same technology. But then when they spread out through the earth and they made their own kingdoms, some became stronger, some became less strong. And then they all had their cultural twist added in with their wives. So that's why you see the difference between, you see these little nuances like with the Aztecs or the Aztec temples compared to like the Egyptian temples, right? They're different, but yet you see all these similarities in how they're built with them. I'm talking about the obviously. Yeah. You see the same technology is there, but you see a cultural difference. You know what I mean? How about the mound in America? The mounds in America, the Cahokia mounds. The Cahokia mound is greater than the base of the Great Pyramid, and it's a mound. It's a giant step pyramid. She didn't respond when I brought that up to her either, other than, "Oh, that's dirt. That's not a pyramid." And I'm like, just dirt? You know, the party line for that is they tell us that like millions of Indians or however many scooped dirt in a basket and for 400 years, and they carried them over and then dumped them on a pile, and then they smoothed it out, and that's how they created their pyramid. 400 years. Nobody's doing that at all.
No, I'd be just fishing and chillaxing by the river. You're not going to catch me.
Yeah, it was like the equivalent of like 22,000 dump trucks or something like that.
Yeah,
it's not believable at all.
Nobody's got time for that.
No, it's unrealistic because they've got an agenda that they want to put out, and all of the mainstream archaeologists are all on board. The moment you go against them and you have some grain of truth that goes against their beliefs, you're blackballed from the whole industry. You're done. You're not working on any more archaeological sites, any important digs. You're pretty much done.
Yeah.
No more grants. They cut your funding. Same thing they did to Tesla after Wardenclyffe. After they figured out, like J.P. Morgan figured out, this is what he wanted to do, was give free electricity to the whole world.
They were like, hold up.
Wait a minute, how are we going to monetize that? If I can't make money, then why am I funding you to take money out of my pockets to give away for free?
Yeah.
So they ended up canceling him, and Tesla died penniless pretty much.
Hey, cool side story. I was in this speakeasy in New York City because we couldn't get into this one bar, and we just found it out of nowhere, kind of. I think this couple I was with has been there before. But we started opening up the menu, and it started talking about how this building that we were in was Nikolai Tesla's residence in New York City. And I was like, what? Like, it was so cool. Yeah. And it was his building when he was doing all the experiments. He lived somewhere in it. I don't know where, but we were in the basement, partying in the basement.
Wow.
Yeah. I read somewhere where the Eiffel Tower was also part of Nikola Tesla experiment. The way it's shaped and how it had the rod at the top, the capstone.
Interesting.
And because that was being unveiled at the World's Fair, but prior to that, Tesla's running experiments to do the exact same thing, to give free energy, to show, hey, hold on to the light bulb, it's gonna light up. And there's a lot of people that are in power that couldn't have that happen.
No.
So
they don't want a cure for oil or electricity.
Well, it's just like health, right? I mean, same thing, right? Look at what the Rockefellers and everything, and controlling the information on how doctors learned and what they were taught and everything. And it's to monetize everything and keep us under their thumbs, health wise. I mean, there's so many things, all our medicines made out of oil basically. And it's made to keep us sick, not heal us. Yes, there are some medicines that do something, obviously, but generally, so many things can be prevented by not consuming the our food that we take in, and more natural and holistic measures, and it, like you said, it's all to keep control and monetize, right? It's sad.
No, you're right. Like it's I found out in 1997. I was in the Marines, and my roommate, my bunkmate in the Marines, his whole family was Freemason. Just pretty much, they're like 33rd degree Masons. They're knights, and he kind of gave me a glimpse into his world. And this is back in 97. And once I saw what was behind the velvet curtain, I was like, there's no way. And his dad was a federal Supreme Court judge. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing in the Marines? Well, his dad gave him an ultimatum of either you join the Marines, straighten yourself out, or you're getting cut off, and you're not getting any. He was like one of those kids who would have been born into wealth, and he'd inherited so much money.
Yeah.
So he, I looked him up. We still talk, and he's over somewhere in Texas now. But he works for, thanks to Dad, he works for this high position in the U.S. government, and I don't think he does anything but just fly around in planes and just go to meetings all day. But he was like a trust fund baby, right?
Yeah.
So he opened my eyes to Freemasonry and all the extra, all the other sects that control the world, right? So, and I go down these rabbit holes all the time, and I look even right here, right here. This is book on Freemasonry, brother.
Oh wow!
This is old.
That's right? Original.
Yeah,
it's old, and I mean, like I wouldn't be just spewing stuff just to spew stuff. I literally read this book probably like 4 or 5 times, man.
Wow.
So that's just one of the books I have. I've got one that's older than that was from the 1800s.
Wow.
And and same belief, however, just different parts of the United States, they do different like they do different what's the word I'm looking for, like ceremonies, right? But it's all the same belief. And I did a deep dive into them, and I was just kind of like, man, this new world order thing where people actually behind the scenes control like all the strings, and all the politicians just puppets. That's real, dude. Like it's except for Trump. I don't know about that guy. Yeah, Trump's kind of like a wild card. He does whatever he wants, but everyone else, they got a foothold on you. Like Bush was a Skull and Bones, and I had a crash course on them.
Yep.
And yeah, there's so many to name, like the Rothschilds. I mean, dude, like this dude, my roommate, literally grabbed me and he's like, "Fro, you got to come with me. You got to come see this." I go and I see it. I'm like, what just happened, man?
Wow.
He's like, "You're welcome."
Yeah.
I've never been the same after that, dude.
That's what happened to me.
Thanks for that. You too, Bill?
Yeah, that happened to me too. I read a book called The 13 Satanic Bloodlines by Fritz Springemeyer. If anyone wants a real deep dive into this subject, that's the book. And the book opens up with like 40 something presidents are all interrelated. And there's only like a few that weren't, like I think George Washington. Obviously Trump's not related to any of them, but
no, he wasn't.
But there was a few that weren't, but mostly all of them. And it made you realize that they were, and it showed the family tree. And
I think Barack was related to.
Yeah. Like Obama was related to Cheney. They were cousins. They're cousins or something like that. And there's interrelations with everyone, and it made you realize that you don't really have a choice. Yeah. You are going to swallow this poison pill, or you're going to swallow this poison pill. It's the Hegelian dialectic, the problem, reaction, solution. We're gonna control every aspect of the problem, reaction, solution, so that you don't really have a choice. You know?
No, you're right, dude. You're absolutely right, Bill.
Yeah.
Like I mean, outside of everything you just said, man, it's kind of like they give you that perception you have a choice. Like you're voting for something, but in reality, the vote's already been casted, and they've already Like when you remember when Bush tied with
Gore.
Yeah.
They literally just went eeny, meeny, miny, Bush, you're up.
Yeah. Who's gonna follow our agenda a little better over here? Or who's gonna do what I tell them to do over here? Because they're not really running nothing. They're just doing what they're told. I mean, George Bush Jr. was an idiot. Remember, he was like, "We have a saying."
The Bushisms. I'd never forget him calling.
"Fool can't get fooled again."
Like when he goes, when you're in Greece, you do what the Grecians do. I'm like, I think they're called Greeks.
The Grecians.
You call them Grecians. I'm like, they're Greeks, bro. Like even I know that.
Well, that was even like when Biden beat Trump. I'm like, look, I said the whole world was brainwashed into loving Obama because he had him like under a hypnotic trance, right? And they loved him. I mean, they were calling him the Messiah. And the dude can talk really good. You know what I mean?
Charismatic.
He's very charismatic, and he was
very charismatic.
Good-looking dude. He was very charismatic, well-dressed. He could speak very well, and he was the first black president. And there is no way in hell that Biden overthrew his votes by I think it was like 5 million or something. You know, Biden is not getting more votes than Obama. You know, Biden couldn't even talk at the time. And so that's how I knew it was rigged. I didn't even have to see Trump's votes. I just knew there's no way Biden is ever beating Obama, ever. And nobody beat Obama ever because he was like their Messiah.
Yeah. Everybody came together with Obama. Like,
they did.
Like I felt for the first time, you know, I voted for him because
my wife did too. And she didn't know.
You know?
He was very charismatic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was you know, we were still waking up to all that stuff, and then
that was before I knew.
Yeah, I started waking up around that time. Yeah,
that was before I knew. My first kind of introduction to conspiracies and stuff happened with In Plain Sight, the movie. Are you guys familiar?
I think I've heard of it.
You got to refresh my memory, the zombie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's basically a kind of a documentary on 9/11, right? pointing out all the inconsistencies, all the things that open up your mind about it. And before that, I had literally no like inkling of anything that our United States would do against us, really, right? Like anything that was brought up, I'm like, yeah, whatever, But this movie or this documentary I was watching, I'm just like, oh my God, how did we not see that? Like, of course, that's like not like we didn't even question it, right? Like a plane going into the Pentagon, yet there's no rubble except a big engine showing, and there's no video, but there is a video of a missile and like free fall speed, 2 towers falling, but don't look at building 7 because that was just because of fires. And like all of these things opened up my eyes like, oh shit, I can't trust anything right now until I 100% know. So everything's on blast, right? Everything's questionable.
Building 7 wasn't even next to those buildings. There was a building in between Building 7 and those towers.
But it did hold special documents, right? A lot of accounting about what was going on financially, right?
So the documents were held in Building 7. The servers were held in the part of the Pentagon that got hit.
Imagine
so explain that one, right?
Matt, and that plane, man, just lost its wings, folded itself inward, and just
not one piece of luggage was found. Not one piece of luggage was found.
But we got passports. Don't worry, we got the passports, guys.
Every passport.
How do you even like literally? If you think about it, like all that burned, buildings toppled, but we got the passport.
Don't worry.
And it is readable. Like,
and
really?
I just went to the 9/11 memorial while I was there.
Oh, did you?
Let me tell you, that was really something. At first I was like, I got to get out of here because like it's so depressing. They don't even want you talking. Everyone's whispering and you can't really say nothing. And then they bring in the sounds of everything. When you're looking at all the metal.
Geez.
But I was looking at some of the videos, and there was so much steel and rubble all over that city. There's no way in hell you're finding a passport of anything in that pile. Like,
no.
I don't even know how they found a body. It was just, dude, it was utter obliteration of that building. Every part of it was just pieces everywhere. Yeah. I don't even know how they cleaned it up.
I spoke to a captain and a lieutenant of the New York Police Department, and they told me that some of the remains that they were able to identify that had documents like a driver's license or certain pieces of jewelry that the family could identify. They held on to the jewelry in the property room at the police department, notified the family members. They'd come to the police department and they'd look at the jewelry, just the change, the driver's license, and they'd leave and they'd come back. And maybe on the second or third time they take possession of it. It's just because it was so like it just gutted our whole nation when that happens, right? And to think that it was an inside job, I mean, that was unfathomable, right? Like your mind couldn't comprehend that we would do this all in the name of money,
and blood.
And control. I mean, so many laws were passed. The Patriot Act was passed because of that, and that never would have flown if we didn't go into war. Like we did with that.
You know what it was is the cops just reached their hand up in those passports. They just floated down right into their hands.
They caught them.
They just caught them. Like it was like a Super Bowl catch. All 10 of them.
Yeah, and
I got Zombie and myself got a better chance of hitting the lottery that happening
at the same time.
At the same exact time.
Yeah. It was unbelievable.
Well, I mean, all the steel that was, I never knew what thermite was until that documentary. And I started looking in, I was like, oh my God. Yeah. Like, and then there was construction happening in both towers in the elevator shafts and different locations where there are photos of boxes with the ingredients to do thermite, I guess. And there's pictures of that, floating around too. So that would give them perfect access, oh, we're just, fixing or maintenance or whatever, to put in all of those areas, the thermite, and have it ready.
Spectrum says, see, we grew up with X-Files. I'm actually watching the X-Files right now. Like, I'm on episode like 23. I started all the way through again.
Nice.
Dude, do you guys hear about the owner of both buildings, and including Building 7?
Yeah.
Put out, or he raised his insurance policy just months prior to 9/11 happening. Did you hear about that?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Did.
Well, you heard about it too. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and like with every good conspiracy theory, you got to do some deep diving, and Fro does deep diving, man. Fro
goes deep.
I've been an Alex Jones listener for a long time, and he was one of the first dudes that were raising the alarm bells for the 9/11, the 9/11 truth movement. And he came out with a lot of videos that I watched originally, and that's how I started getting into a lot of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I started after that In Plain Sight documentary. I started going to Alex Jones, and then I got too deep where it was depressing, and I like literally couldn't function anymore. I like had to let it all go, and then I got back into it around Trump first term, and then it got too much again with kid stuff, and you can go down some rabbit holes where it's just fucking dark. It's dark. So, stop doing that for a while. Now I'm just I float around, but I don't let it engulf me, right? Where it can easily do so, because you're so curious about what our history really is and what is happening, right? Because there's so many anomalies and different things that don't make sense and obviously are off, where, just to put your head in the sand, that's not me. But I had to at least put my blinders on a little bit, where I'm not seeing it all, because it's too much, right?
Zombie dude. When I was in the Marines, I seen a bunch of stuff. Like, I was on the color guard. We did, color guards of foreign dignitaries, ceremonies, and even a ton of, funerals.
Mm-hmm.
I got to meet a lot of interesting people from around the world, and for whatever reason, they opened up and they started telling me certain things, and I keep in contact with them. Like, I got one ace up my sleeve. If I were ever to do anything crazy that would get me to the point where I'm going to federal prison, I could pull that ace out of my sleeve and I'd get out of jail free. I got one card, one time, and it's because of not what I know, but who I know.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's not my roommate. It's someone who is a lot higher in the food chain than he is. And this person owes me. He owes me big.
Mm-hmm.
It happened in the Marines, and I did some stuff I probably shouldn't, I can't talk about, but yeah, I got one get out of free jail card and one time use only, man. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you see, because Marines it's only like a few numbers of us. That's why they say they're few and the proud, because I think at any given time there's like 500,000-600,000 Navy, Army, Air Force, but there's only 70,000 or less Marines, and that's including like reserves, right?
Right.
Yeah. So it's a small world, man. We run into each other all the time. I run into the same dudes at the Chow Hall, like in North Carolina, and then I'll see him again in like Texas, and and then again, somewhere like in California. So we always bump into each other, and like we talk and we share stories, and like certain heads of states you work for or you work under, man, there's a lot that goes on that I wish the rest of the world would know. Like it would take some major whistleblower that has clout with current up-to-date info, that, because I mean, all the stuff I know has probably already been pushed out to the news. Yeah, it's played out, and no one wants to hear what I got to say because it's already been done and over with. But yeah, a lot of stuff gets swept underneath the carpet, man. So
we got
I'm sorry,
172 people watching. If you guys could click the like button and subscribe, please. A lot of them are probably from X, but if you guys could jump over to YouTube and just hit the button for us. Look at Swampy. To answer this question for Swampy. Go ahead, Fro. You first.
If you had the choice to make all truth, facts, secrets, tech, and resources available to everyone on Earth, would you do it? So I'm a firm believer of leaving this place, this world, a better place than you found it. So absolutely, yeah, man. Like that's why I took the oath and I wanted to be a Marine. Like I know I probably would have died had we been to war. But I mean, knowing that, I was willing to protect those that couldn't protect themselves because I was able to. And I was, like just really, really like pro-America, foreign and domestic. So if I had the choice, yeah, absolutely, Swampy. I reveal all, man, only because you'd want to help your fellow man and make this world a better place. So that's my answer, I guess.
Zombie.
Oh, that's a tough one. I have little faith in humanity wanting to know the truth in general, because I feel like it's so in your face now.
And they'll be like, you're a racist. What are you doing?
It's so polarizing, right?
You can't release that info.
I just feel like we're not ready. We're not there. I think it needs to be done in a slow drip type of way. I don't think our society's built for information and knowledge of that magnitude. So I don't think we could handle it. And I would be afraid to see what happens if that was just, released. So I'm on the more of the conservative view on that and say no. Bill?
So I'm an in-betweener on this one. What's up, Clever Jerk? Hello, everyone. Just got here for Fro. Thank you, Bill and Zombie, for supporting the community. Always, man. We're always supporting.
Man, yeah. I love Clever, man. Clever, my dude.
Yeah, we're talking conspiracies. Clever. So I think I'm in between on it. So I think that if I go back to that question, let's see. Not every aspect I would do. So I would release all truth, all facts, most of the secrets. I think I'd probably leave a couple secrets from tech. I probably wouldn't give all tech away. Resources, I would make, resources, I would think so. That would be in trade deals, So what if those resources weren't available to me anyways? It wouldn't matter, right? So if I guess the question is the standpoint is, do I control the earth or do I control a country? Because if you control the earth, then obviously you can just release everything because then you don't have anything to hide. But if you're a country, I do get why they hold back secrets on tech. However, that doesn't mean you're supposed to blackmail your neighbor with pedophilia rings. So I don't agree with any of that. We don't need Epstein stuff. So then he asked another question. He went down to, what did he say? He said, maybe answer my previous question. Though, be careful what you answer. You don't know what technology exists in facts and truths. So I think we do have a lot of secret technology they're not sharing with us already. I think I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go full tinfoil hat. I think we've probably been to other planets, and I think that we know what's going on other planets as well. So that's just my opinion. I think the moon landing probably was fake at the time, maybe or partially fake. Maybe they added videos, but I definitely think we've been to the moon since then, for sure, and probably have a base on there. If I would, if I have an opinion on it. So that's just my opinion. Because I think that, well, when you look at NASA's 95% it's classified. So why?
Yeah. It's the hugest money laundering fucking organization. Yeah. It's insane.
There's definitely a breakaway civilization that's not sharing the tech with us. That's what I think.
Oh yeah.
And they're laundering all the money and resources and everything from us.
Yeah, I can. Dude, I'll share this with you guys, and I don't think anything would happen to me now because it's been over like 30 years, pretty much, or close to 30 years. So, 1998.
You were on the moon. Tell us.
No. I was a Marine Corps base in Kaneohe in Hawaii.
Okay.
We're doing night land nav, and when night land nav happens, that's when everything is dark and all you got is just stars and moon just to navigate through. I literally saw with my partner, we came up over a hill into a hangar, and we had straight line of sight to a hangar. And what I saw back in 1998 was a triangular shaped object in one of the hangars. So we didn't have binoculars with us at all. All we had were the night vision goggles.
Like it was above the hangar or in the hangar?
In the hangar.
Wow.
Yeah, but at the time I literally thought it was maybe like a B2, but I don't know if we even had those on the base back then.
Right.
So True Meat is here.
So True Meat.
And my foxhole mate, we never talked about it after that because we ended up splitting. But I don't even know to this day if I saw something that was extraterrestrial or something that was reverse engineered.
Yeah.
And was being used by our own military. And that was the Marine Corps Base Hawaii in Kaneohe. So yeah, man, and that was back, like I said, in 1998 when I saw that. So I mean, how long did we have the SR-71 spy plane before we even knew about it? Didn't we have that like in the 50s or 60s?
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, so everything I probably just told you guys, it's already been declassified and it's already been told 1,000 times over. But I mean, at the time, it literally was like, what did I just see? Because I'd never seen that plane before. Right. And it was something new to my eyes. And I wish we had binos at the time to get a closer look, but we didn't. All we had was just a ridgeline and just a light emitting from the back of the hangar.
Yeah.
And just a faint outline of what we saw. And it did not, I mean, I know what planes look like, especially military fighter planes.
Yeah.
This wasn't like anything I've seen before. So,
wow.
But yeah, so I mean, it probably just, like a B-2 stealth bomber or something like that. It was
an alien ship for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. An alien ship. It goes off like from here to 100.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Yep.
Yeah. And that was for sure. The same tech that we had that we just didn't really know. So
yeah, we like that info.
Yeah, that's like 30 years old though, Bill.
The Army doesn't tell you anything. I mean, or the military, and they hide everything. Like, you've obviously heard that Kandahar giant story, right? Have you heard the Kandahar giant story?
The red-haired giant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I heard that story a while back, and I think that happened in like 2016-ish.
Yeah,
So
same.
I was talking with we'll say a community member that everyone knows.
Ooh. Let me
And
see. Who else is in the army?
they confirmed that event happened. That they couldn't really go into detail about it, but I thought that was interesting. That, all the elements of the military around that area all knew about it. They've all heard the story, and that they could confirm that certain things went in certain places. And I was like, wow, really?
Tell the story. I'm unfamiliar. I'm not familiar.
I'll tell you
the Kandahar Giant.
Oh,
and
the actual story.
Yeah, first-hand account.
Yeah. So what happened was this military squad went out, like 5-6 guys and a team, right? And they went in they're in Kandahar, and they went on a patrol, and they never came back, and they didn't call in. So they sent out a rescue team to go see what happened. Same amount of guys, and then they came to the mouth of this cave, and they saw the equipment and things scattered all over the place. So they thought maybe Al Qaeda or whatever they were called at the time was in the cave, and that they maybe they killed the soldiers or something. Mm-hmm. And they got close to the mouth of the cave, and this freaking, like they said, like faster than you ever seen anything run came out of this cave, and like straight speared one of the soldiers with the biggest spear you ever seen, and picked him up like he was like a freaking kebab, like that, with one hand.
Jeez.
And meanwhile, the other soldiers just start unloading on him with like 308s, 50 cals, whatever, big rounds. And they ended up putting it down. I don't know if he killed anybody else besides that, but he massacred the whole previous team.
Wow.
And they killed him. And then he hit the ground, and they called in air support to come in to lift this thing, because they were going to take it back to the chopper, or to the base. And then they put it on a giant pallet that was used for lifting very heavy objects, extremely long. And I think it was like a 12-foot pallet, and it overhung off the 12-foot pallet, like with its legs like bent, and its head and its arms. And it had red hair, and it was like humanoid, and smelled freaking awful, I guess. And so they airlifted the thing to supposedly to Ohio at what's it called? Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. So
wow.
So many people have heard that story before, but then I heard a confirmation from someone that we know that it indeed did happen. Like, yeah, and I was like, what? Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah,
interesting.
Not a firsthand. He didn't firsthand.
Oh, he wasn't firsthand.
He wasn't there, but knew a person that was supposedly there.
Just as good, man. Holy smokes.
Good enough for me.
Yeah, basically everybody was talking about it, so it was kind of cool.
Damn.
So that body is still there? Or
Swampy says he's near that Air Force base. I'm near that Air Force base too, a couple hours away. 3-4 hours. Probably 4 hours. I don't know.
A lot happens at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, man. A lot of things happen.
A lot of UFO crap, right? Underground base there. Can we assume that the Bermuda Triangle was an active Stargate experiment? Man, Spectrum. Spectrum, how do you have time to look this stuff up while you're building all these websites?
I'll be right back, dudes. I'll be right back. Give me just a second here.
Yeah.
Getting good. We got 190 people watching.
Nice.
They love
Everybody
this
hit the like. Please hit the like.
Love it.
So the Bermuda Triangle is super interesting. Right?
I had a couple I hang out with that just went there on vacation. They loved it in Bermuda.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't fly over that area, right?
They did.
Yeah.
Actually, I think they took a cruise ship there, so no.
I'd be scared to do a cruise over there even.
Right?
Even get close to it, like just disappear the whole ship or something.
Should have got there by now. Where are we at? Like,
yeah, right. What's a fucking dragon in the air for? Jeez.
Right.
All of a sudden, you had brought up, you think we've been on other planets and for sure the moon and stuff. I think possibly what I believe those might be dimensions, that people are traveling within and to and stuff. I think the moon and the sun possibly are local. And I don't know. I haven't done any real research myself on it, just from what I can see and what I've heard and the theories I've looked into and stuff. That kind of makes sense. The whole flat earth thing, I'm like 70% possible, like for real. And and I just take it with a grain of salt because I don't know. I'm an idiot, right? I haven't done any research for myself on it. I've never done experiments to see. So I don't know, but I know there's way more questions than answers. So, but I do believe in dimensions. I believe that we can use dimensions in some sort of way for traveling. I do believe that. I know I know there's been like portals opened and ceremonies done in, what is it, Germany or no, not Germany. But they just had huge where the the collider is. Where
Hadron Collider?
Yeah, where is that?
Switzerland, I think, right?
Switzerland, yeah. I believe there are portals or some sort of interdimensional travel that happens. I mean, it makes sense
it's like
to
a
me.
gateway. So
possibly for sure. I don't see why not.
CERN. Yep.
I don't believe NASA at all. I think they're a bunch of fucking liars. And, I've seen too many situations with what they put out to not believe them and trust them. So I got no faith in,
right? Look at the moon landing. I mean, there's some holes in that.
Stanley Kubrick.
Oh yeah, there's a good example.
So he I think he Hollywood the whole moon landing. I mean, it was a race between Russia and the United States. So we had, we just couldn't lay down for this. So they had to fake the moon landing so that we, hey, we got there first. So there's no more rush for them to get to it. Now we can take our time and actually get there. I mean, come on. We can't even, for them to get there with the technology they had, and all of a sudden all the tapes and the data is somehow like gone. It magically disappeared.
Pro knows.
Come on, man. Come on.
And what about the guy that was filming while it was taking off? Is he still up there?
Right? and then you look at this. You look at this jury-rigged little thing, right? That they had. They had duct tape. I mean, it looked like PVC pipes, duct taped together with pieces of tinfoil, gold foil, right? Just slapped on. Let's make this look like it's legit. A gust of wind would blow and that thing would just disintegrate, right? Come on.
Kind of like the hatch door that's flimsy, that flops when you close it.
Come on.
That was like Katy Perry when she came back from her little trip or whatever. She they opened the door when they weren't supposed to, and supposedly then Bezos comes over and he uses a special tool to open the door.
It's not even connecting.
After she opened and closed it, right?
After she opened and closed it accidentally. Yeah.
It's supposed to be pressurized, man.
Come on. So I get why people I'm not at the place of believing in the flat earth, but I get why people are there, because we've been lied to for so long that we can't really even believe in anything that they say.
It's hard to trust. Yeah.
It's hard to trust anything. And and there's always an agenda. They've lied to us about so much.
Yeah.
JFK's magic bullet. How about Charlie Kirk's bullet? that one. That one's fresh, and it still seems like they're lying to us. So many things don't add up, right? How about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and everything? Every assassination you can think of. There's so many holes in the stories of every situation. We don't believe it anymore. And so I see why people think, the earth could be flat. I personally think it's spherical because I can see everything in the universe is spherical. But I do think there are openings, probably in the North and South Pole, like Hollow Earth, where
Mount Shasta. Mount Shasta is like
wait, what's Mount Shasta? I've been there. What's up with them?
Yeah, go ahead.
So Mount Shasta, I mean, if you were talking about the way like Lemurians and like Hollow Earth, there's an opening there that people swear that they've seen crafts go in and out, beings go in and out. I mean, what better place to properly conceal something in just other than a natural formation, just like the Grand Canyons.
And even the Bible talks about an inner earth, right? For instance, Jesus, when he died on the cross, right? It says he went into the earth for 3 days and 3 nights, right? To pronounce judgment, right? On them that are down there, basically. They use the term angels, right? In the book of Job, it says that when God questions Satan, he says, Satan, what you been up to? And he goes, walking to and fro and up and down inside the earth, right? And that's his response every time he asks him. And then there's tons of other situations where it says hell, literal hell, is inside the earth. Everyone wants to know where hell is. It's in the earth, according to biblical scholars, right?
Well, we know about how many there's so many tunnels that are going on, and it's not a coincidence that Elon Musk has a boring company that has a giant tunnel maker, basically, and if you start tracking the tunnels and missing children and where those line up,
they're all connected. They're all connected.
All connected, and there's
the entire earth.
There's maps of the tunnels, that are there. So that wouldn't surprise me either. And where would you be hiding out if you orchestrated a giant flood that happened, or a great catastrophe of some sort to
the underground city?
To repopulate. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah. Darren Kuyu could hold 20,000 people. It was 18 stories in Turkey, right? And they were like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe we found this underground city." They're connected all the way throughout the earth. They're all
Darren
connected.
Kuyu is very, very. I mean, that was just on. They discovered that a happenstance.
Yeah.
Hey, what's this? And boom, it leads to the tunnel. And before you know it, now they're filled with lights for tourists to go through and just excavate and just kind of wander. But I mean, that wasn't the first of its kind. I mean, that's one of many, I believe. I mean, it's just so Admiral Richard Byrd.
There's a good one. That's a great.
And where did he fly? He flew into Antarctica, right?
Yeah. And what did he say? He said he saw a whole bunch of shit.
He said he found a new land.
It's funny that his daughter had his journal, and for someone to write down and be as descriptive as he was, to journalize the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
He's an admiral, man. I mean, admirals just don't make up stuff just to make stuff up. These are reputable men, and their honor is at stake, right? Their reputation's at stake. So I think he was silenced too, man, because he talked about Hollow Earth.
Before that, he ran, before he'd made those flights, or around that same time period, he ran a secret mission after World War II into Antarctica to fight Nazi soldiers, right? In Operation High Jump, which is now declassified. where he took down a flotilla of aircraft carrier and I think battleships and all kinds of things. And they went to battle against Nazis and took other countries. I think Australia and Britain or France or one of them went down there with them. And the things that they encountered down there, they got pretty tore up, right? And then he had these thoughts of these inner Earth. You know, he had to go travel to see what was down there. I don't remember if it was before or after, but then shortly after all that, didn't he fall out a window or something?
He fell out. He was
thrown out a window, right?
I think he was. They put him in an insane asylum or something like that, right? Where because they thought he had lost his mind.
It's crazy, yeah.
And he had 24-hour security, and still he fell out of his window, and
accidents happen.
I wonder if he must have been friends with. Was he friends with the Clintons? It must have been friends with the Clintons.
Accidents happen a lot more when you know a lot of information. Like, Admiral Richard Byrd, great one, Swampy. Judge are talking about the Bermuda Triangle. I remember reading about Edgar Casey. The Sleeping Prophet, right? The Sleeping Prophet, Edgar Casey. And that was he predicted sometime in the 70s where Atlantis would be found, and they did find the Bimini Road, but I mean,
Bimini Road is really cool.
Yeah, I mean, that is not made by nature. That was all man-made, man. You look at those stones; they're perfectly 90-degree angles. They're perfectly megalithic, and I mean that's probably way before the sea rose.
Yeah.
But,
well, Swampy, I think, brought that up, or was it Spectrum earlier? He was saying that there was a lot of pyramids and structures under the water today.
Mm-hmm.
All around the coast.
Yeah. Will it ever make it to mainstream media? Like that's, I mean, if it goes against their agenda, then probably not.
Mm-hmm.
It would take individuals with, YouTube channels and, their own TikToks to get it out, to get traction. Because I mean, like Zombie said earlier, man, a lot of the world's not ready for the truth, man. Like you would have to send it out, just trickle out the information. But for those that have seen behind the velvet curtain, it's so hard to go back because once you see it, you just can't unsee it.
Yeah. What do you do at that point, right? You have to now play dumb or something, and I think that's used in a way with the masses. What I can think about where we're looking up, right? We're looking at this. Oh, look at outer space and there's meteors and all these things that we're exploring and learning about and stuff, but we're not learning about the oceans where we haven't discovered 80-90% of the ocean. Like we haven't even looked into that. It's right there, but we're not concerned about that or want to learn or discover things. Why? We're looking up. Should we be looking down? I don't know.
Right? Yeah. No, very true. Like, I've read somewhere where we know more about the surface of the moon than we do, our own oceans.
Yes. Yeah. A lot of ships flying in and out of those oceans, I've heard.
We call them USOs, man. USOs. That's all I know.
USOs. What does that stand for?
Underwater submersible,
okay,
object or something like that. Submersible object.
All right.
Unidentified submersible object.
Wow.
Yeah, it's I had friends that were on carriers that seen weird lights out at sea, and a lot of them just kind of don't know what to think. Like, what was it? Something like extraterrestrial, or was it something that we had that just wasn't known to our military? Like, was it a military vessel that just classified?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. Because I mean, if we did have something like that, it would probably be be reverse engineered from something that we had, you know, taken into our possession. Because I mean, you think about how far we come in the last probably 100 years in advancement. I mean, we literally just, you know, from the mid 1900s to now, like we just jumped like tremendously. Now, I mean, we got ARBV digital collectibles, right? And you know, you go back,
alien tech.
Yeah. Have you guys seen that video of the guy zooming into a motherboard and circuits and microchips and stuff? He's zooming in and just keeps going like more and deeper into the technology. And there's so many levels and levels upon levels within this technology that, like, how the frick do we do that even? You know, it like literally does not make sense how we can control something to that microscopic of a level with that precision. You know, I know it's something to do with electricity and some sort of precious metals to do something, to lay a pattern down. But when I saw that unfold, you could probably look it up on YouTube or something, or TikTok, but it was just zooming constantly in, like kept going and kept going. It was just nuts. The levels, it looked like almost like lost cities, you know, the layout of all the components in there. Dude, it was nuts.
Yes. So those circuit boards, there's an eerie resemblance to those compared to Aztec city layouts and Mesoamerican cities, and also mound configurations. I'm wondering if we're making circuit boards, but the ancients were configuring the land structures into circuit boards in themselves.
To do the same thing?
To do the same thing, but the structures themselves emanated the information, electricity, and everything else, right?
Interesting. Yeah.
So that instead we deal with electricity and electronics, and they had it on a larger land scale.
They weren't fucking around.
They were messing.
No, you'd be talking about ley lines at that point.
We would be, yes. And they're all configured on ley lines. It's convenient. And then they're also all made out of quartz crystals that emanate energy and frequency, and it's really wild. Yeah. But these were just hunter-gatherers that were able to fashion together some sticks and stones and carry 3 million pound blocks on their backs after they spent time hunting for the deer.
I could see why that lady didn't want any part of us, Bill, because we'd have went deep ham on her, and she left. Like, she left when there was a perfect time to leave.
Oh man, I post so much, like so much ancient history stuff. It's ridiculous.
I literally just tore her apart.
Paul's getting in the chat. What's up, Paul?
Shit.
What's he saying? What do we think about 31 Atlas? If we're having these discussions, is it just our dome salesmanship if we want to extend our warranty another 200,000 years? Paul, do you think that Shane got the model for the Earth right? That's the real question. Do we need to rethink Earth 2?
You guys talk about Earth 2. I need in the Earth 2, man. Like,
we're getting in. We're getting in. We got you.
Yeah, get me out of this next Earth thing where I.
Yes. Actually, for the Earth 2 fam, I just picked up another 640 tile plot in Cyprus on that same land plot.
Nice.
You know, there's a certain spots I'd have to check to see if they're taken or not, because there's certain hidden spots that I've purchased on Next Earth that.
We'll get y'all the information. It's like eye-opening to the level that they've developed this game, and they're about to release like a true metaverse open expansion 1-to-1 of Earth, and it's amazing. A lot of really good people in there, great community, and they are building what they promised, and that's the key. They didn't just talk about it and change plans. They laid it down and they followed through, and it's great, and it's not too late. Definitely not too late. It's just
Cool.
started.
Cool.
Just started. Yeah.
Spectrum says he's not believing in the flat Earth theory. Spectrum is on Team Bill right now. You believe in a hollow Earth, though, Spectrum. Hollow Earth. Guide me, Spectrum. Peck says, Bill, when it comes time, help me give Fro some tiles in Cosmic Charlie's land. Yes, I will. You are the man. Yep, we're gonna build his land mass up.
Yeah.
He did get that number of editions of SR Electors correct.
That's right. He is Electrofam.
And there is a cryptocurrency attached to Earth 2 as well, with the land that generates cryptocurrency. It generates sellable items within gameplay. Like it's all interwoven. The ecosystem that Shane, the creator, has built out is truly amazing, I think.
So
yeah, I did some reading on Shane as well before. That was after I did the Next Earth thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I like what I read. I just wish I didn't go.
Yeah.
FOMO into Next Earth.
It's not too late.
It's not too late. We're gonna get you there for free.
Yeah. You guys heard of Upland also? Upland?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it was just like
is that
next?
Oh, go
Next
ahead.
Earth, man. It's like Next Earth, Upland, about the same exact thing, dude.
Okay.
Between the two of them, man, I dumped so much money. What was I even doing?
You were so close to it. That's the thing. You were so freaking close. Like you're right there.
It's all right. You're gonna have a plot on Omi Island, though.
Yeah.
And Charlie's.
Yeah. And it's definitely not too late. So don't think like that. Like you're behind.
Yeah. And the Omi and Omi fam will be there.
Yeah. Fucking
Anjay has a plot. Tammy
had a blast. She was raiding people and getting the cryptocurrency for herself. She was having a ball. Yeah. Because you can raid land that people don't collect their cryptocurrency, their essence or whatever. So you can actually go in and take people's stuff that aren't participating actively in the moment. So
finders keepers.
No, exactly.
Also, I picked up another 20 rifters this week on Eon Rift, and that puts me at 221 now.
Damn.
Picked up one right before the show, and I am 27 away from tying the first place spot.
No way. Is that your goal?
Yeah. So no, I'm gonna go past it, and then I will be number one.
Yeah. That's your goal. I mean, to be number one.
Number one bag holder.
The number one rifter.
Number one rifter bag holder. Yeah. They're selling so cheap right now. It's insane.
Cool. Yeah. Very awesome. Great fucking goal.
Yeah, I will rebuild a new community.
Yeah.
Along with those that are still there. We have 215 people watching. I think that might be a record for us. We usually average around 150-ish.
Yeah.
If you guys could hit like and subscribe, that would be fantastic.
Support the channel,
us, which you probably already are. Follow us on X too, if you're not already. I'm seeing some good things. Let's talk about. Paul wanted to know what we thought about 31 Atlas. What do you guys think? That's that crazy ship, like alien spaceship heading our way, or rock or something.
Do we even know what it is? Like it, other than it's extraterrestrial?
Yeah. Yeah, people are saying it's traveling at impossible speeds, I guess.
Well, and doing maneuvers, I heard that can't be done by some natural element that's traveling. Like it stops, goes different ways, and then moves forward. I think, I would anticipate this being some sort of interwoven thing with Project Bluebeam. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, that's a good point. But
You know?
but they can see it with telescopes, though, can't they?
Huh?
Or you think in the future, you think they'll integrate Project Bloombeam once it gets close?
Yeah. Whatever this is, possibly is setting up for that in some sort of way.
Yeah, that would mean we had contact with them prior to this happening. Like, I mean, they're what? It's millions of light years away still, no?
Yeah, supposedly.
And if they're traveling at that speed, I mean, they're going warp speed times 10, if not, maybe wormholes in between jumps.
And you guys see that they said that warp speed is possible now through scientists believe. All of a sudden, all this stuff on TV is just possible.
Remember how Kirk would be on the bridge and he's talking to whoever it is on the other side of the screen.
Yeah,
they're seeing him. Dude, we're doing that on our phones right now, man.
Yes.
I was like, you remember as a kid, like, oh, that'd be so cool to be able to see who you're talking to. You're talking, they're seeing you, and then here we are, like now FaceTiming. Like I FaceTime my brother. Nah, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
Even Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles had a comm thing where it was like FaceTiming. It was incredible.
Oh yeah, the flip thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
With the little turtle shell.
Star Trek was before that, but yeah.
Well, look at Transformers. Transformers was the same thing. Big old screen, display comes up with whoever they're communicating with, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Genius. It's like they knew or something.
We're just mimicking. That's how we're doing.
Well,
right. With so many of our movies, right?
And Stargate. That's a good point. Somebody brought that up earlier in the chat. Almost like we're following Stargate. He was talking about the Egyptian culture, though.
Yeah, I believe that certain frequencies needed to be outputted through whatever mechanical device you had, because there's so many gates in Peru, in Bolivia, that it's just embedded into the rock face. It's a perfect door that leads to nowhere. Bill, you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And they've had those, exactly, because they had those discs that the I guess the locals talk about that were handed down from them.
Place something in there. Yeah.
And stories pass on that this would open or access a Stargate with a certain frequency, but these discs had to be implemented and they had to be utilized in a certain way where it would, I guess, activate. And I believe it, man. It's just so weird because, like, knowing my history, my culture, and stories that are passed down from our religion, things like that are not so far-fetched, only because these were stories that were told down that were secluded. I mean, they weren't, like we weren't part of the other known civilizations throughout the world and other cultures. These are stories that are passed on through my great grandmother, great grandfather, great great grandfather, and I mean, it just can't be fairy tale, because the exact same stories are being told in other parts of the world that we never had connected. Like, so I don't know, man. Like, just maybe they're not bedtime stories, and like really, they were like based off of truth and facts, and they're not just lore.
Yeah, I have a book called "That's What the Old Ones Say."
Oh, that's the title.
It's a book. It's a book from a Native American chieftain who didn't want to see his people's oral stories disappear, so he started recording them all. And it's very much like what you're describing. They all say the same thing in just different cultures, that they've passed down from forever, and they're all lining up with the same storylines. And just their own little cultural twists, though, the Native American tribes, they were the tribe of first contact, so they're the ones that got massacred by Columbus. when he first showed up, started cutting their hands off and stuff.
Mm.
And because they didn't have any gold, and they had all these stories that they would pass down from one to another, and he just wanted to preserve it. It was amazing. So it's a great read.
I'm gonna
But
have to
your
check it
culture,
out.
I'm assuming your culture is Hawaiian?
No, no. I was born in Thailand.
Okay, Thailand. Okay. So you used to hear like the stories that from hand down from Thailand.
Yeah, but I did a DNA test,
Okay.
and my bloodline runs up to the Han Dynasty.
Okay.
Crazy, right?
Wow.
Yeah. So,
They made it
and
all kinds of places, right?
yeah, well, just north of Thailand is China.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the only thing separating them is the Mekong River, I guess.
Yeah.
And I remember my mom telling me stories about her mom, my grandmother, going as a child to the river and just doing regular chores like washing laundry, cleaning pots.
Okay.
She saw in the water this, what she called a hairy human, red fur, covered in full red fur,
Whoa.
a hairy man that was probably about 10, 12, about 10 feet tall ish. And she froze because it made no sound as it glided through, but it was so huge that it wasn't an ape, it wasn't a gorilla.
So like
This
a
thing
Bigfoot, kind of.
exactly, but we had a different name for it.
Yeah.
And she told my mom told me, and I'm like, there's no such thing.
Yeah.
And that was prior to me learning about Sasquatch, the skunk ape,
Or Yeti.
Bigfoot, the Yeti, the Yowie,
Yowie,
all these different names across all these different continents, right? And that was in the pretty much the northern tip of Thailand, where it kind of goes over to China, and that would go against the Himalayan mountains. So, and I mean that story stuck with me for a long time. I couldn't figure out what my grandmother saw. And it wasn't until much, much later where I put two and two together. I'm like, dude, this is like, the Yeti, basically. Or what we call Bigfoot here, or the abominable snowman up by the Himalayas towards Tibet. But because of the red fur, it literally just I think it's just native to that area of the Golden Triangle.
Yeah.
So those things are real, and this is probably like in the 30s when she saw it, and this is way before the Bob Gimlin film.
Yeah.
In California. So these stories were passed down, from generation to generation, because my grandmother heard it about them when she was little from her mom, that, hey, stay out of this part of the forest because the hairy creatures live there, and don't go mess with them.
There's a lot of reports of them even in associated with UFOs, where they've showed up coming out of the craft, these large hairy creatures as well, and also associated with sightings in I think Peru as well. They're all over the world, it seems like, and obviously we hear a ton about them in America as well. But I heard an incident one time where this family, I think it was a family or a couple were in a log cabin where the log they for some reason kind of like attacked the cabin or wanted something in the cabin, and they said they made these super strange sound. It was almost like a chirping sound or something where they were communicating with each other. Yeah, I thought it was interesting, but they were all really big, supposedly.
Yeah, and I wasn't a big fan of believing in the paranormal.
Yeah.
But when you have family members that are firsthand accounts that get passed down, and there's no reason for them to lie. I mean, who would make up a story about a hairy man if they're 12, 13? I just saw a 10-foot hairy man go by covered in red fur. Like, who would make that stuff up in the 30s?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just stuff you don't do.
Yeah.
So,
and how do you make it up so well that it lines up with stories from all over the world?
Exactly, right?
So when you have no information contact with those other countries.
Yeah. So because of that reason, I did a deep dive into cryptozoology. So
is that why you got do you have the Cryptkins then on DVD?
I do, man. I got the complete set, believe it or not.
Oh shit. I'm jealous.
Actually, I don't know if I have the night one.
I don't have the Cosmo one.
Do I?
Cosmic?
Let me look now. I do hold the whole set.
Cosmic Tallulah or whatever. Yeah, I don't have that one.
So I got the glow in the dark one from Comic Con from 2023. That was limited to 200 pieces.
Dang.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought I had to have it. I'm like, it's a Cryptkin. I'm a I'm a cryptozoologist now. Done deal.
I do own the Cosmic Cthulhu or Cthulhu or something.
Cthulhu or Cthulhu.
Yeah. He's only $18 though.
What do you guys think about that one crypto guy? He's on X that predicts what Bitcoin will be. He's done it twice, like exactly. Have you heard of him? Randy talks about him every once in a while, but he do you know what I'm talking about, Fro?
No, what's his name?
Jamie something or other. I don't know exactly, but I follow him. And so the guy, I guess, had some sort of connection in Wall Street and kind of was in the market there and then moved over to crypto and worked with crypto. And he's predicted to the day that Bitcoin will be at X amount, right? He's done it twice now. And his last prediction was that Bitcoin, I think in November or December, was going to be at 344,000.
Serious?
Yeah.
Like, I know zero about that.
The guy has a pretty amazing track record. Like to the day, on this date, Bitcoin will be at X amount, and did it twice.
How does he? Has anyone looked into his background and see how he's doing these predictions where he's spot on? Or
no, they're looking for the time machine he has, but they haven't been able to find it. I don't know. Yeah, Bill, do you know who I'm talking about? That guy on X that predicts. He's predicted twice now where Bitcoin will be at on certain dates.
I do not.
No.
Y'all should get Randy here because these are his topics. They are his topics. Randy popped in and was like, hey. And I was like, Randy. And he didn't say anything. So
he popped in and popped out.
Randy's a busy guy. Yeah.
Pop in, pop out. So yeah, it's interesting. If he's right, we have quite a move coming up. What are you guys thinking about the market right now and what has happened in the last, few days and how that affects things going forward? Fro?
I like to be like a rational thinker about everything. I like to rationalize or make sense of why it's doing what it's doing. And I use a lot of telltale signs like the backbone of the economy, the stock market, the housing market, which leads into crypto, and the crypto leads into our market with the OMI and VV and all the digital collectibles.
Sure.
I mean, there's telltale signs of when the market's going to hit a bubble or if it's going to start to trend upward. I think because we're approaching the fourth quarter, we're the fourth quarter, and normally like back when Alan Greenspan used to be in charge of the rates, like he'd tickle it up and he'll tickle it down depending on how the economy's doing. I think interest rates will be going because of the interest rates should be dipping a little bit here in the fourth quarter. That normally is a telltale sign of things are going to be going upwards, like an upward trend. Don't know about if Bitcoin's going to hit 300,000 though in November, December, but I can say that we do need a bounce back. So I mean, it affects crypto, yes, because I know Trump and his family and his group of friends are heavily into crypto.
Yeah.
So that'd be a positive for crypto and anyone invested in crypto. And the trickle down effect would, affect all of us that are holding digital collectibles or NFTs or anything on the digital assets, I guess, board. But to answer your question, man, I don't see a crash coming, and I don't see really a bull run coming. I think we're going to maintain the course with a steady incline. So I wouldn't say we're going to be doing this with Omi right away or anything digital, but I could see something more kind of just a steady incline, like slow and steady, at least for the next 4 years, at least. Because we got a lot of catching up to do from what's happening in the housing market right now. Like, it's totally crap. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I was just saying, so you feel the cycles are no longer going to be something that we're looking for because of what?
No, cycles. I believe in cycles. Like, I mean, I'm a commercial realtor, and I wholeheartedly believe in cycles because I watch the cycles, the patterns. I watch how the housing market goes up, goes down, bubbles happen, we hit rock bottom, you buy the dip, it goes back up.
Right.
And it goes hand in hand with the interest rate, which goes hand in hand with the stock market. And there's certain telltale signs that I see where I tell friends and family to buy, and I tell friends and family to sell. So that's on a larger scale. That's not so much on the crypto side, but using that information.
Hello?
Lost your audio.
Oh.
Hello?
Hello?
I think he was adjusting it or something.
AirPod just died. I'm sorry.
Oh, there you are. No worries. We hear you now.
Just don't ruin that glorious hair.
So cycle, if crypto runs in cycles, like 5-year cycles or so, you were seeing a steady kind of maintaining, if not a slow incline, that would kind of break the cycle of the 4 or 5 year cycle with crypto. So what would make that change, I guess, in your thesis?
I think can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it'll have to take something major, man. It'll have to take something like the Fed's cutting rates, like the housing market rates by a ton, where people aren't really trying to make ends meet to stay in their homes. And I think with the Feds doing that, it will allow people to have extra equity in their house that they can withdraw funds from. They can, spend on items that that it's not considered necessities, but more leisure. And I mean, I remember when that happened, we were all buying crypto. Everyone had extra money. We're all buying crypto. We're all buying, into any type of crypto. We're buying NFTs. We're buying board apes. And, until we all have extra income, I can't see a bounce back right away, man. And I know where the market's kind of headed, and I'm hoping that it stays steady in the housing market. And I know it's always a trickle down effect, man. I've seen 7-year cycles. I've seen, I've been a realtor in the bad market where things weren't selling, housing market crashed, and housing market came back up. Interest rates were like below 2% or 3%. You're getting your rates for like 2.9, and now we're like, more than double that. So it's just hard, man. Like I don't have a definite answer for you, but I'm using signs of what I've seen in cycles to help me make a better informed judgment, like moving forward, I should say.
Yeah. Bill, do you have any thoughts?
Yes. Omi is going to the moon tomorrow.
Not financial advice.
I'm just kidding.
This is not financial advice.
Quick, find out.
Where's Wes at?
Where's Wes? 30 cents tomorrow. So my thought is I think we will hit bull run here in the next few months personally. I think if we don't hit the bull run, it could be more like Fro is saying, that it's just a steady incline now that all the corporations are adopting everything. And maybe we will escape the 4-year cycle. We haven't seen that yet. Everyone's talked about how it could be a thing. But then usually it goes into its normal 4-year cycle. I'm hoping for a 4-year cycle just so we can, make our gains and then be able to reinvest in the next market again. Because at some point you got to be able to take profits. So if we have a steady incline, we'll probably just keep buying, and buying and buying and buying. And just like we are now. I am an NFT addict, and I'm willing to come to terms on it. That's the first step.
For sure. And you just hit a milestone, didn't you? What level did you just hit recently?
83, 84, 83, I think.
Congratulations. Nice.
Feels good.
Nice job.
And and I also have NFTs and many other platforms too. So, it's the future, so go out and buy Omi for tomorrow. And no, I'm kidding. No, I think within the next few months we'll see what's happening, because we got possibly 2 more rate cuts coming up. So that usually sends us off to the races. If it doesn't, and we creep into like January, February, I'll probably get a little concerned that we won't see a full bull run, but we'll see.
Right. I think Fro hit it on the head with we need prosperity, right? Nobody feels prosperous right now, right? Nobody's going out and feeling like a baller. Everybody's tightening their belts and tightening down things, and that's not conducive to a market that's trying to grow. I think everything that we've seen now from Bitcoin and other cryptos have straight been from corporations and BlackRock and and ETFs possibly coming and things of that nature that are stabilizing for sure. Those will stabilize our cycles, I believe, to less drop down, but possibly more or less drop up or rise up as well. I guess only time will tell. With things that I hear that are coming from Trump, and who knows, right? Because he says a lot of things, and he does a lot of things, but not everything comes to fruition. So if he does do the things where Americans are going to get 2,000 plus in their pockets, if he does things where interest rates go down, if he does things in taking taxes away or income taxes and stuff like that, those are big, impactful things that people will feel, and there'll be a surge of excitement and energy into the market with spending. And just like how we saw it, 4+ years ago, I think it will be even more. I think there'll be more spending and more, optimism in the market. But right now, with like every time he mentions tariffs, the market goes down just because we're unfamiliar with
40% dip, man. That was crazy.
We're unfamiliar with it. We don't know what that's going to do. We hear things on the news. We hear things from social media. So people pucker up their buttholes, right?
Mm-hmm.
They get scared. And I think you see the market reacting in that way. But once there's more of an easy feeling, a more carefree feeling, and I don't know if that will come. I don't know if the media will let that happen, because they definitely control narratives that are put out to, people that don't get their information other places. And that's a very strong force in the markets right now. And that's kind of how I see it, I guess.
Definitely. Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to bounce, guys. It's like
place to wrap it up.
It's like 1 a.m. here, and I gotta get up.
Dude, I didn't mean to keep you guys on for that long. This
is great. No, we loved it.
Bill.
3 hours and 35 minutes. That's
248 people watching. That's a new record.
Everybody hit like, go over to YouTube and subscribe, please, if you like this content and see more.
Sergeant. Hey, good
more
to
of
see
us
you in here.
Everybody, thank you, Fro, for coming on and being amazing like usual.
Thank you guys for having me, man.
Financially invest into Electra.
Oh, dude, I was waiting for you to say that.
Electra gang.
It's gonna be a tidal wave of Electra.
That's huge alpha, man. Huge.
They're only $1-ish, and you can make so many good memes.
Like so many good. You have an army of Electras. I mean, you can think
endless. She's the new stormtrooper.
That's what we all need. Is more Electra. More Electra.
All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate it. See you guys.